Twitch? What's up, YouTube Shorts? See if we can get the main stream up in here. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. And I saw the alpha was open, or at least people were on the alpha yesterday. Wasn't exactly open, but there were some nerds, some admins on the alpha. But yo, what's good, Flame? How you doing this morning? But yeah, we are going to be maxing potatoes today, so I figure we'll go ahead and start. But yo, what's good, Alessandro? What's good, DKs, SYQ, King of Ducks, Turtle? What's up, fellas? What's up? It's good, Daniel. But yeah, we are maxing potatoes today. It's been a grind, but I will check exactly how many we got to go in a moment. It's 10 million. Spoiler alert. We got to do 10 million potatoes today, which is what we've been doing for every stream. So nothing too special. It's just that this is the last time we're doing potatoes. So that is actually pretty special. So we should never have to farm potatoes ever again. And after we're done with this, I don't plan on rebuilding the sugarcane farm or building a new, better sugarcane farm, because we're only going to be using it for like 2.5 milestones. Plus, we'll be grinding mosquitoes the whole time, so it's going to go by faster than most crops, since we're going to be grinding the actual mob that helps you grind that crop easier. So it should be pretty quick to max compared to most things, as long as we get an infinite farm with 2 plots, which I think we do. So that's the plan. Really sick. Ah, you hate to see it, man. That's always the worst. That's the worst. I haven't had the flu in a few years, which hopefully it stays that way, because that was not fun. It's good. Alpha Explosives, Droopy, Pirate, Bluish. How we doing? How we doing? Started the rift now. Almost done with the Lagoon. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I haven't played through the rift in a while. I'm tempted to just do it on a new profile, just to do the rift, and that's it. Just because I haven't played through it in ages. But got cold again? What do you mean? How much press farming faster than crop milestone? It's like 30% at least, I would say. Something like that. I mean, if you just ignore pests, it's really bad. And, you know, if you're not focusing on bonus pest chance, it's also not great. But it's like, it's pretty substantial, the increase, I would say. But there we go. So let's see what we're doing today. We are going to be hitting a sugarcane milestone today as well. But we're going to be focusing on this potato level. So we're going to be grinding out 10 million potatoes today. That is the plan. Oh, Nightbot got match. Started my Iron Man journey because you told me you wouldn't. No hate, just like thanks for motivation. All right, fair enough. Got you. Good luck, man. Hope it goes well. Am I a simp? I've spent like 600 Australian dollars on a girl I like at school and don't even know if she likes me back, bruh. 600? That's a little bit much. That's a little bit much. 600 before you even ask her out is kind of crazy. You know how many booster cookies that could have been? How many booster cookies at 600 bucks, chat? That's gotta be like, isn't it like $100 per billion or something? Or maybe it's $100 or it's $1 per million. I don't know. Have to make it back gambling when I turn 18. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's good, Eric. How you doing this morning, man? It's enough to buy a Hyperion booster cookies, at least. At least Hyperion. I mean, the way that it's used sometimes, Alpha. Just the way that it's used. Nightbot is afraid of death, you know? So he's very sensitive about that word. He's very sensitive about it. But yeah, we're going to be maxing potatoes today. So we got a little bit of a grind ahead of us. But yeah, I saw the alpha was like being tested again yesterday. But it was in 1.8.9. Which is suspicious. That's wild, DK. Wild, man. Start gambling young like me. That's what SkyBlock's for, dude. Hate when they say just try, man, or the worst she can say is no. Yeah, I mean, there can definitely be worse things said. I think a lot of times when people say that, it's like when you like just meet a girl and not like when you know them from school. Because if you know somebody from school, then that's like a whole can of drama right there, just waiting to happen. I'm using full Lotus. Is it meta or Zoro Cape? I mean, Zoro Cape when there's a contest going on, it's good to have both. That would be full meta, but other than that, if you're going for farming fortune, then yeah, Lotus is the way. The worst you can say is yes, then you have to do so many dates and you go in debt. So much missed time where you could have been gambling. Exactly, man. Women are downtime. Come on, guys. I've tried to explain this. Nah, it's not women that are downtime. It's relationships. How you farming with one hand? I rebound my left click and my space bar, so they're split. So if I left click with my mouse, that's what jumps instead of space bar. But yeah. All right. Y'all know it's all jokes, right? Just pointing that out there. Disclaimer. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. All right, let's do this. Boom. You do kind of need relationships to be a human being, so don't throw it all away for video game coins. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Alrighty. But I've farmed like 400 million coins almost. I think we're gonna have 400 million coins worth of potatoes by the time we're done with this milestone, which is pretty crazy. It's a lot of milestone. Do you ever get banned or muted? I got banned once whenever I got hacked. They security banned me. But other than that, never been banned or muted. I don't really talk in game too much. But I would never say anything that would like should get me muted. Realistically, you know. Worst thing they can say is I'm a man. real flame. Nah, it's worse when they say that like 3 months into the relationship. If you haven't figured it out by then that's yikes though. How'd you get hacked? It was a Discord verification. It happened like a week before that was like announced that was the way that people were ratting. Like all the YouTubers made a video about, you know, being careful about Discords like literally a week after I got ratted. So I was one of the test subjects. It was unfortunate, but kind of worked out. I'd say this profile is already way better than that one. And I mean, it's got double the playtime to be fair, but it was better in like 600 hours of playtime already. So I just kind of, I don't know, on the last profile, I was really lazy and I didn't really do the right things to progress in the right order. And this time I'm doing the right stuff. So it's definitely helped out a lot. It's good lunch, Lee. How you doing, bro? But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in over here on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button if you haven't already. And if you're on Twitch, we just hit 1,000 followers, so make sure to smash that follow. We're on our way to 2K. Done a lot, dude. You ain't lazy. Yeah, on this profile, we're not lazy. On my first profile, I was definitely lazier with it. Like, I mean, I had 2,000 hours, but I got to the same progress that I had on that profile in 600 hours on this profile. So I was doing things literally 3 times slower, which, I mean, your first profile is going to be slow. That's just how it is, because you're, like, learning the game and learning how to play and all that stuff. And they're adding new things, which, to be fair, I had played that profile since the start of SkyBlock, so...
As a child, I yearned for...
Yo, Radish with the sub, thank you, man. But yeah, I'd played that profile since the start of SkyBlock, so it was like a lot of the things that I had done at the start had taken me, you know, like maybe something that would have taken me 5 hours to do at the start would only take like 20 minutes now because of updates that make it easier. So there's a lot of things on this profile that they've done with that. Like I maxed Trophy Fish like literally a week before Trophy Fish revamp. So it was like I had to pity Karate Fish at 1,000 Trophy Fish. It took me 1,000 Karate Fish to pity Karate Fish. And also at that time, it was a 1% drop rate for karate fish. Now it's a 2% drop rate, and you get it at 600 pity. So it would literally have been like nearly 4 times faster if I would have waited until that update came out. So like fishing, karate fish specifically is like 4 times faster. Most of the other fish are only like 2 times, but still. Studying while watching the stream. Hey, let's go. Yo, what's good, Chili? How you doing, bro? Are you still farming? You've been farming like 4 years now. I mean, I've kind of avoided farming for a while. I was just doing dungeons and other things while I was waiting for Finnegan to get elected. And of course, when Finnegan does get elected, he doesn't have the perk that I wanted. If he had the right perk, then I wouldn't have to farm potatoes right now, basically. Because if he had Pest Eradicator, I would have gotten enough mosquitoes throughout this whole grind to max out sugarcane before I was done with potatoes. But since he doesn't have that perk, I've got 3 sugarcane milestones to do now. So it's going to be a bit of a grind. Good Chasm. How long did it take you to craft your first ever super compactor 3000 when you started a profile? I don't even know if I crafted it. I probably just bought one. Because I mean, they're pretty cheap now. I don't know how cheap they were, but yeah, that's legit. Like that's 2.5 years ago now, so I'm not totally sure. But I do have, you know, the profile kind of documented. The first series that I did on this profile was Road to Elite 500, so there's that series, and then, you know, the second one we're doing now, Road to Supreme 100. So kind of got most things documented. I don't always document how I make my money now, because it's like so random. It's just whatever you see me grinding for XP, that's how I'm making my money. So like, you know, I made a bit from Diana, I've made a bit from mining, from farming, from dungeons, etc. I've made a lot of money from doing a lot of different stuff, so I don't really document that part anymore. Actually, let me grab this librarian real quick. Yo, let's go gaming. GG, bro. You'll love to see it. What's your playtime? Right now, it is 4,195 hours. So we're putting that time in. But we will have max potatoes by 4,200 hours, and we're still gonna have sugarcane to go, of course. But are you full-time YouTube? I mean, I wouldn't say full-time, because I've still got, you know, other things that I do a lot, but it is my main source of income. Took me like 2 hours on bingo, including getting the collection for me. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier on bingo now because of bingo pet, but does the thing from Finnegan even work to get the medals easier? I think so. I don't know, it depends on the lobby half the time, but I think it works. Now I need to grind it on another profile, bruh. Bro's got to do the whole fermento grind again. Crazy. Can I have 1 potato, please? They sell them for like 1 coin from the farming merchant. Gotta buy slug and hedgehog. Yeah, those are definitely like required now to make good money in fast crop milestones. When I get in top 20%, it doesn't give me a gold medal. Hold up. Let me see. What does it say over here? I mean, seems to be working. Top 20% right there. Doo-doot. Doo-doot. It looks fine to me. You just gotta check in the contest part and see what rank it gives you or what percentage it gives you. If it says like a different percentage in there, then it's off, but usually it says the right thing. There have been times when it was bugged, but it's been a while now, which I guess Finnegan hasn't been elected in a while. But I think those bugs are patched by now. Not everyone can save up $1. Times are hard. I mean, do you have a coins talisman? Because you can literally wait like 30 seconds and you'll get a coin. If I'm getting 9 mil an hour, how much will pest farming increase it estimated? I mean, it's about like 25 to 30%. So by like 2.3 million or something. You in college? I've been doing online classes. Not like from, it's kind of, it's post high school learning, but it's not exactly a college because college is too expensive basically. But I'm learning the same things I would at college. I'm just not getting like a special certificate or whatever. Documentation. I mean, I did get a certificate for a few of them, but I'm not always getting a certificate from all of them. Because I'm learning to be a music producer, and a lot of the things with music production you can just learn without having to get professionally educated, or it's still professionally educated. It's just not from a college specifically, because like a lot of people, you know, just do music production for fun and stuff. So there's plenty of YouTube videos you can watch to learn tips and tricks and things. So the thing about music production is like you can learn a lot, but it really just comes down to your creativity, which is pretty epic. So you can't learn creativity. Imagine having to sell your liver for college, legit, man. It's crazy. Crazy things. But we on that grind, you know. We do be on that grind. So I'm kinda at that point right now where like, you know, I would like to move out, but at the same time, I don't, like, it'd be so expensive. It'd be so expensive, especially right now with the things going on in the world. It'd be so expensive. I know someone in music production, it pays really well, at least from what I saw on Spotify. It depends on what level you do it at, for sure. It's a lot like YouTube, where, you know, you can make a lot of money if you've got a lot of subs. Make a lot of money if you've got a lot of listeners, but just depends on how many listeners you have for how much money you make. Dang, I'm praying for your safety, Aura, man. I know that's scary stuff. I can't imagine. I can't imagine having to deal with all that. Crazy things, dude. But anyways, we all get, you know, rough patches financially or whatever. It just happens. Yo, it's good cheese. It is not Iron Man now. We are playing on a regular profile, and I'm finally about to max out potatoes. It's taken 2.5 years of the profile to finally do it. The more white girl a song is, the more money you make from it. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I need to just write call me maybe 2.0. That's what I gotta do. Just put an AI voice on it that sounds like Carly Rae Jepsen. Boom, easy money. What's your favorite part of the game? For me personally, I like Slayers. Slayers are the GOAT. I am not, David. Yeah, man, I'm level 471. I'm gonna stream myself using a macro. Big brain. Thing I know. Let's see. Dang. Crazy stuff for it, man. It is crazy. POV, call me 2B. I mean, you know, it's the same syllables. It rhymes with the same things. It's kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. Real alpha. Kind of crazy because normal people never carry E-Man for free, but now that I can solo the T4s, 3 hype majors are pretty much always on my boss. Sounds right. No, Gupta, that is bannable. Don't do that. You will get banned. Do not do that. What's some good money making methods for farming and mining at the moment? I mean, the main thing for farming is pest farming, and the main thing for mining, I've heard that Umber and Tungsten make really good money. I've not farmed it myself because I only farm during fiestas, and I like to go for the glossy gemstones. But from what I've heard, Umber and Tungsten routes are the best way to do it now. You just run around, like build a route in glaciite tunnels. Just like make waypoints to different spots and just do a route in there. But yeah, main thing for farming is to try and get as much bonus pest chance as you can. You can do some armor swaps and stuff, you know, like keep tabs on your cooldown here. So you can see in the pests section there on my scoreboard, it's on like the 3rd row. There's a cooldown at the bottom that says cooldown 51 seconds right now. So you would just keep an eye on that. Be farming with Fermento until that gets to like 5 seconds. And then swap to biohazard gear. And then farm that until you spawn pests. And then swap back to Fermento and try and go kill the pests with good fortune. Got 270 bonus pest chance. Hey, let's go. Yeah, should be making good money then. Good Espen. I have not finished dungeons. No, I still got like 300 hours of dungeons to do. I'm not trying to get into politics, Alpha. We're here to play video games. You know. Not just annoy people with politics. Are you making a fire after hitting potatoes? That is the fiery burst rune, which you can put on hose. So it's pretty epic. Started on Iron Man about a month ago. Wanted to be my main. I'm level 93 and I have 200 hours in. Dang, bro. Let's go, dude. Yo, Maxi with the sub as well. Thank you so much. But yeah, 200 hours in. And already level 93. Bro's cooking. The Iron Man grind is real. But yeah, boys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. We're on our way to 24,000 subscribers. We're so close. We're like 100 subs off. So smash that sub button, boys. Good Flower, how you doing this morning? What's up, what's up? Possible to make a video explaining how to make good farms and sets for beginners, explaining the angles, etc. You really just look up videos for that specific farm because there's already so many. And the thing is, I don't know how to build them myself, so I'd be watching someone else's video and then just stealing their video, which would be kind of scummy, so I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, just look up, like, I know Melon King D's are kind of outdated. Who's, like, the people's farm videos to watch nowadays, chat? I'm not totally sure who all has the best ones. Because it changes a lot. I mean, I feel like we're about hitting the limit of best possible farms, but... Good Ganta, I have not. I got Karate Fish and Manta Ray today. Hey, let's go. W Bro's cooking. Good, besides it's midnight. We all be staying up late sometimes. Good intel, I'm doing good. How about you, bro? Fiery Burst rune. I'm part Deathflow, so might have misheard. Nah, that's the correct name. Fiery Burst, yeah. Ta-da. Right there at the top. It is from Blaze Slayer. Farming Hub has all the best farms. Yeah, you can visit Farming Hub as well. Does he have videos? I think he has videos, right? Presets, real. Presets are the best one. Real and true. It'd be cool if you could just share your presets, and so then people could just look it up and just copy paste. That'd be so nice. I got you, Alpha. Yeah, sorry about that. Do exclamation specs, Bluish, and it'll pop up. GG on Max. We're not there yet, but yeah, we gonna get it today. It's gonna happen. We got 8.7 million left. How'd you make from potato farming? Is it profitable? Oh yeah, I mean, I'm making like 15 mil right now. I could push it up to like 17 if I was hunting a better pest. Like right now, I'm only going for mosquitoes, so I can max out sugarcane milestone as well while we're farming potatoes. But you know, if I was going for money, then I could swap it over to like beetles or slugs or mites, whatever. Makes good money. Wild Alpha. Yeah, man. Bro's been doing that off-camera grinding for real. The auto pet rules. So when cast fishing rod, equip slug pet unless slug pet is already equipped. And then it's same thing for hedgehog unless hedgehog is already equipped. So. Grove Mandan's Super Farm 7.0 is pretty cool. Well, there you go. There's another one. Yeah, I know the super farms are pretty crazy. Thing about those, you got to be careful about getting pests. It does make it a little more annoying to get pests. Not 50 mil, no, 15 mil. 1-5. not 50 mil. If I was making 50 mil an hour potato farming, that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be a little crazy. But I could be making 17 mil if I was going for the right pest. Yeah, 15 mil. There it is. Yeah, 50 mil an hour. That would be crazy. I wish. That'd be real nice. I'd be rolling in the dough. I don't think 1.21 will make farms any different. Yeah, it shouldn't change anything really. Unless they decide to add more crops from 1.21, which would really just be beetroots, I think. I feel like that's the only big crop that's in the newer versions. You know, I mean, they could do bamboo, but I feel like bamboo's a tree, you know? It's not really a thing to farm. I don't know what else they could do. I haven't played the newer versions enough, really. But I think beetroot's like the main new crop. Because, I mean, you got cherry trees, everything else is a tree. 1.21 not on alpha anymore. Nah, they did another open alpha yesterday, and it was in 1.8.9. So, it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to see. So, I'm guessing the first test was for foraging, and maybe yesterday they were testing some stuff for slayers, and we'll get to see slayer update soon. That's the dream. But only time will tell. Do custom ones like cabbage or blueberry? That's true. They can make their own custom stuff now in 1.21 once we get to that. They could do some pretty crazy shenanigans. How much powder should I have for glaciite mining? 20 mil gemstone, 8 mil mithril. And then, you know, just glaciite mining. You get glaciite powder while you're doing it. But that's what I recommend having before you start going for the glaciite grind. Really want teleport pads to return? I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think so. Just makes things way too easy to macro. When will there be a farming update? I mean, there was a while there where we were getting a farming update every other week. It felt like there was just some change to farming. Minor changes, you know, removing teleport pads or making pests actually good. But it was like the same as mining. It was like we got mining updates for like 2 years straight, and then we got farming updates for 2 years straight. Now maybe we'll get foraging updates for 2 years straight. Thoughts? Will they release foraging 60 if foraging update drops? I don't see them not doing that, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, but with every major update for a skill, they usually have that. I am 22. I'm a boomer. I keep thinking I'm 23, but I'm turning 23 this year. I'm not 23 yet. Have that rune on your potato hoe? I do, yes. Good Koki. Let's see. Are there AFK foraging setups? Not really. I don't think so. I mean, it takes so long for them to grow. You could do like semi AFK, of course, you know, same as farming, I'm sure, but when I'm doing E-man carries, why does the boss teleport? I mean, he just teleports to the main person, I believe, if you're too slow, pretty much. I think that's how that works. I think we'll get Void Gloom 5 and Sven 5 next layer update. I'm hoping we get T5s for all the ones that don't have it, and level 10s for all the ones which none of them have it yet. Like, not including Vampire Slayer, you know. Vampire is its own thing, but level 10 for all the other Slayers and level tier 5 bosses for all of them would be pretty cool. What specific runes can you put on hose and axes? Is that weapon runes? Nah, there's one specific rune for hose. I don't know if you can do any for axes that are like for farming. I'm not sure. But if you go into like the rune sack here, you can see there's some for hose. And yeah, I mean there's some for tools here, but I don't know which ones actually go on tools. So I guess that would be pickaxes and the axes, but my rancher boots are on 247% speed right now. Real question, wet or dry shave? Like, Do I wet my face before I shave? Is that what we're asking? Because yes, I do wet my face before I shave. I knew it. Like, there is a hair on my glasses. Got it. But blessed, not bountiful. Bountiful is better for money, but blessed gives a slightly more farming fortune, so it means I max my crop milestones faster. Yo, DK's is cooking. If I put mine above 90, then all 5 rows do not break. What is your depth strider on? If you're on depth strider 3, then you should be using 93. Usually. But I'm on depth strider 2, so I use 247. Melons are the most profitable crop for farming. There we go. It's wild alpha. Hate pest farming with melons because you can't really exit the farm and re-enter quickly. That is true. That is true. But it is what it is. It do make bank still. I mean, the strategy that you should do is slash set spawn before you, like, ether warp up. Like, ether warp straight up after you slash set spawn, and then you can just slash warp garden, and it'll put you right back where you were. That's the main strategy. How much you making? I'm making about 15 mil an hour right now, which we're not really going for money. I'm trying to get mosquitoes so that I can be slightly closer to maxing out sugarcane before I start farming it. So I do still need 3 sugarcane milestones. After we're done with today, I'll still need 3. So just trying to make a little bit of a dent in that grind before we go too crazy. Let's go over here, because money's not really that big of a deal at this point. You have to press forward and sideways for the range attributes to work at higher speeds. I'm only pressing sideways at 247 right now. Gonna pest farm with mushroom too, so I get farming levels quickly. That's a good strategy. Yeah, mushroom is best for farming XP, which we're at 477 million farming XP, and I still got a little ways to go. So we will be at least 480 mil farming XP before I'm done with garden. It's good, Rex. How you doing? Farming and potato fortune right now, 1239, which is bad because my sprays have run out. Let me fix that. So it would normally be 1539. And then I'll check it in a moment. I completely forgot. We ran out of sprays. Do exclamation IG in Janus. Boom. This. All right. Voila. Boom. And then we got Liz. Oh, I can't talk to him because the other guy is yapping. SMH. All right, let's see right here. Boom. But yeah, we are at 1534 farming fortune and 373 potato fortune. Good Oriome. How so many particles? So that is the fiery burst rune that we're using right now. So you can put that on hose. Are there any cheap ways to increase farming fortune? I have Fermento and a good hoe, but I only get 1,000 total. I mean, of course, farming level matters. Your equipment matters as well. And, like, putting farming for dummies on stuff, you know, harvesting levels or sunder levels, I think is the other one. Cookie buff for 4 months. Yeah, we got a little bit of cookie buff saved up, just a little bit. Which I'm probably going to have to buy more before the end of the day, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, here is where I get all my farming fortune. Right here. Ta-da. Mossy, of course, helps. I get 200 extra from Pest Hunter. You get some from having all the garden plots unlocked. And this is what I have from the potato hoe, all the stuff for that. Of course, Perfect Paradox helps a lot. Squeaky stuff on equipment. This is from my pet. You get a bit from bestiary from eating all the dark chocolates. Some from accessories. Some from the community shop stuff. A little bit from the armor passive. And a little bit from extra farming fortune from Anita. Please do not stand in the water. Smile. This last crop now. We still got sugarcane after this. But yeah, it's pretty epic. See, don't stand in the water because you're stopping me from breaking crops. I don't want to have to kick you from the garden. That would be awkward for all of us. That would be awkward for all of us. But we still got 192 XP left from this game, chat. 192. And it's going to take me like 400 hours to get all that. Isn't that crazy? 400 hours for less than 2 levels. That's where we're at right now. Mad tings, man. How to do Crimson Isle mini bosses? What's the minimum requirement? Ooh. I mean, it's really have a hype, pretty much. They're not really worth doing that much either, to be honest. Because they're just like, they don't really make money, except for urchins. If you get urchins, they make good money. Or if you have a squad to do Ashfang, that can make good money. But I need rep, fair enough. I mean, realistically, you can just go and do like a mil damage to each boss. And then just go around and do your other daily stuff. Like, stay on that lobby, though. And somebody else will come around and kill it, usually. Sir, if you stop me from farming one more time, I'm going to kick you from the garden. There it is. Yoink. Yoink. Don't go Crimson Isle unless you have eye. Pretty much. That's the strats. For the most part. Doo-doot. Alright, what else we got? We got a ways to go. Voila. Boom. Beautimus. So we are 89% sugarcane. So we should get a sugarcane level in the next little bit. It should happen. It should happen, but we will see. What do we got? Right there. Voila. And moving on. Yeah, we got a little ways to go still, of course. Of course. What Ragax Chimera level is it better to buy a Remedies G-Drag for Burrs M7? Like, I have no idea. It's just better to have all of them. Just try and have it all. That's kind of the strats. Most people would say that you need the Remedies G-Drag, and then, you know, having the Chimera Ragax and stuff afterwards. Alright, SkyBlock's me one more time. We're getting a slash block. It's gonna happen. How 270? What's your IGN? Wait, are you asking me or asking him? So I'm getting 248, which I think you can get 10 more if you use the potion, I believe. But my IGN's there in the top left, or you can do exclamation IGN in the chat and it'll pop up. But yeah, G-Drag would be a better investment for sure. Pet an M7, I use G-Drag with... Yeah, I've got a Remedies G-Drag right now, and I've got a Remedies Yeti as well. But yeah, G-Drag, you usually want to have 2 G-Drags for Burrs. You gotta have one with Shelmet and one with Remedies, which the good thing about second G-Drag is you don't have to save up 1 billion coins for your bank again. So you don't have to worry about the bank. Because you should already have that. You have all your pets maxed. The only pet I'm missing is like Mythic Armadillo and Legendary Kudra. I think mining is better than farming even though the progression is longer. I mean, mining is definitely more fun for sure. But farming is like, the nice part about farming is, you know, it feels like you don't have to do too much because you're always doing something else while you're farming. So, Mythic Armadillo, yeah. So Mythic Armadillo, there's only like 4 of them left. There was a bug a while back. I think it was like in September when they did the mining revamp. There was a bug where you could get Mythic Armadillos. And there were only like 20 of them made. And most of them have gotten wiped by now. just because the people who owns them got wiped for something. A lot of times, I think a lot of them got deleted whenever there was the Year of the Seal thing, where, you know, Huteo and a bunch of people got wiped for doing the cobweb strats with the beach balls. But yeah, it was a bugged thing from a while back. You have a tutorial of the farm. This farm is from Melon King D, so you can look up Melon King D's carrot farm, and that's what this farm is. But yeah, I don't know what the other... I mean, you could probably do... Maybe it's from wearing full Pest Hunter instead of Pest Vest, but Pest Vest is still better. My mage, I play... Or I am a mage, I play M4, but my G-Drag is only level 164. That's why I use Combat XP Boost and not Dwarf Turtle Shelmet. Oof. When we will meet Miss 2B. She doesn't exist, so never. Got the Diana's bookshelf. I do. We did hit the milestone on Wednesday for the bookshelf, which was pretty epic. That was a grind. But again, shout out to Nate for the gifted for getting us there. That was pretty epic. But yeah, so whenever we get to the next sub/member milestone, we're going to be doing some new stuff. We're going to be buying a die, or buying 3 dies to dye an armor set. We'll figure out what set we're going for once we get the dies, but we're going to be doing 3 different dies. We're going to spin a wheel and see what dies we end up getting. That is the plan. But that is 25 members away, so it might be a little bit before that happens. But we are close to the sugarcane level, which I probably need to go check my pest traps here in a minute. Do that. Hello there. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3. Not too shabby. Fortune is affected by pest rights, or does pest chance change that? So pest chance changes how many pests you can have before your fortune is affected. So normally your fortune gets reduced once you have 4 pests, but for every 100 bonus pest chance you have, it's reduced by 1 less pest. So I can have like 5 pests. If you have 100 bonus pest chance, you can have like 5 pests, I think, before it starts getting reduced. Or maybe it starts at 3. I don't know. But every 100 pest chance means you can have 1 more before it's reduced. So I think I just had it reduced at 6. So I think normally it's 3. I don't know. Can you write the name of the melon guy who made the farm? Just Melon King DE. That is his name. So you need an unobtainable pet for max SkyBlock XP. Yep. So they're the 4 people who own the people who own the last remaining 4. You have to give them like 20 bill collat and then pay like 50 mil or something, or ever how much it is, 200 mil, I don't know. Pay them a lot to be able to hold it for a second to get the pet score, and then you can give it back to them, and then you don't need it anymore. Pet is it? Mythic Armadillo. The bugged pet. The grind is real. Yeah, that one is that one's gonna be a little annoying because I don't know who owns it, which I know a couple people at max XP, so I can just ask them who they got theirs from, and hopefully they're not wiped yet. Melon King was good at farming. I don't know where he is now. I think he was doing some stuff with the pit at one point. I've caught him fishing a couple times. But I don't know if he still does. I don't think he does videos about that. I think he's done some streams still. But I'm not sure. I don't keep up with all of that too much. It's hard to keep up with what everybody's doing at any point in time anymore. Alrighty. We are good. Your share is on the shorts grind for a little bit? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I need to make another short. I made one a couple days ago, which I've recorded another one. I just haven't edited it yet. which it's not that hard to edit. It just takes me a minute. I just gotta sit down and do it. It takes like 15 minutes. They all get wiped, you'll permanently be soft locked from max XP. You should do it ASAP if it's only like a 300 mil fee. I won't be permanently soft locked. It'll just be until they add another pet or another mythic pet. Because it's all from pet score. It's not from the unique pets. So they've just got extra XP because they have extra pet score. So if they add more pet score, then I'll be fine. But problem is every time they add pet score, I have to go and get the mythic armadillo. So it's a little annoying. What should be my first Witherblade? I mean, realistically, you should museum it. So you can do it out of order. Just museum all 4 versions of it, and you get a bunch of XP for all that. I think is how it works still. That's how it worked when I did it. I think that's still how it works. But Estrella is definitely... I mean, I still use Estrella. So it gives the defense, which helps a lot with Dugans and Kudra and all that stuff. Personal favorite SkyBlock YouTubers are 2B, Future, Enter, Toad, 30, Intrests. That's a pretty solid list. I watch Future, 30, Swavey. And that's about it. At this point. That still uploads at least, you know. That's about it. Does that mean no Ironmans have max level? That does, yeah. There's no Ironmans with max XP. Which is really hard to get max XP on Iron Man anyway, because it takes so much longer to get all the RNGs and stuff, but... When will you teach 30 how to do dungeons? I mean, I feel like we're kind of the same skill level, to be honest. He's gotten a lot better now than he was before, but I don't think I'm really in a place to teach 30 how to do dungeons. Going back to dungeons after Finnegan, that's the plan. We're going to do dungeons till I max or get the amount of tank runs that I need, which is like 350. And then we're going to do my Kudra runs, which will be like 20 hours. It'll take like a week. And then we're going to do the, I don't know, it might take 2 weeks. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to do my my Burrs runs after that. That's the plan. So I got like a month of tank, and then a week or two of Kudra, and then we'll be doing Burrs for a few months, and then Arch for a few months, and then Mage for a few months. That's Wild's Lair. That's crazy. So videos are like randomly teleporting to different aspects. Yeah, he does a lot of different stuff. It's kind of like how my videos are, though, to be honest. SMH. This Slayer guy's just a hater. For real, for real. SMH my head. But yeah, there's no Ironmans who can possibly get max level right now. They really need to do something about Mythic Armadillo. In my opinion. They need to just either add it to the game or just make it not give pet score. Because like, I don't want them to just wipe them because they are a cool item to have. But they shouldn't give XP, or there should be more of them. That's kind of how it should be. Do you happen to know any mods? Just got ratted and hoping to get my account security banned. I do not, man. I don't know any admins. Sorry, dude. They'll usually figure that out, though. They'll usually, they can tell that, you know, you logged in from a different IP and stuff. But if you still have, like, somewhat access to the account and can change the password, you might could get it back at some point in the future. But if not, like... The reason a lot of them get security banned is because the ratter and the person who owns the profile log in back and forth. So it's like one person logs in from wherever they live, and then another person logs in from wherever they live. And usually they don't live close to each other, so they can kind of tell that there's two people trying to either account share. But if they're logging in at the same time and fighting over it, then it's usually, you know, somebody got hacked. So they'll usually ban you from that. It just takes a little bit. But yeah, I don't know anybody. Be upgraded to high rarity, but they don't give more pet stats just for the pet score. That's a bit fair. Yeah, I think that would be nice. Because I mean, it doesn't even require more XP at Mythic to be a Mythic. They don't even have to add, you know, a new ability for it. It's just it should be added. Could be a security ban during exam season, so they can't play Skyblock during exam season. Yeah, I mean, you can make a ticket on Hypixel, but you can't really prove that it was your account at any point. Is the problem if you don't have access to it. But yeah, it just sucks. Getting ratted is annoying. Use VPN. Can I get security banned? Yep. It could happen. Heard of a lot of people getting banned from using VPNs, which I think some VPNs are safe to use. It just depends, because some VPNs change the way your packets are sent, which is against the rules. So it just depends on which one you use, because I've heard of some people using them and being okay, and some people using them and not being okay, so just depends. Yo, let's go, Flame. Feel like someone will avoid a mythic armadillo. That would be pretty cursed. They'd be missing out on a lot of money as well. Yo, it's good keystroke. How you doing, bro? Poor Flame, man. Poor guy. I can't believe I never dropped one of those. I'm gonna drop one while we're doing E-Man T5s. It's gonna happen. But very get banned from a VPN unless it's free. Sounds fair. Highest valued non-cosmetic item right now? Probably like a Chimera 5 Hyperion. I don't know, something like that. Oh yeah, duh, the Shen's auction items. Yeah, I'm trolling. Clover helmet, that sounds right. Sounds about right. Started to get into dungeons. Don't feel like there's a lot to get from Coup Draft or Max Collection other than money. Fair enough. Yeah. Best way to make money early game, Pyre, is to get into Rift or get into farming. Those make good money at the start. So that's a good place to begin. Don't really get why so many in-game players have a Chimera 5 hype. Isn't it outclassed in every way? It's used for mage in dungeons because it does extra damage to withers. So it's better than Claymore and Midas Sword for the withers specifically. So that's the only reason they have it. Technically the Armadillo is cosmetic. I mean, it still gives XP though. So if it didn't give XP, then it'd be cosmetic, but it does give XP. 7 million remains. We are almost a third of the way done with our potatoes for today. In-game players down bad for damage. I mean, everybody is, to be fair. XP is cosmetic because it doesn't give a level. It does, though. It's the difference between level 472 and 473. Max XP is 473. You can only get max XP if you've had an armadillo. If you haven't had an armadillo in your pet score, then you can't get level 473. Yeah. It does give XP. And that's the only way to get max XP. It is wacky. But yeah, there's been a couple people I know who at max level, and the last XP they needed was that from the armadillo. They were at 472.97. They couldn't hit max level till they got an armadillo on their hands. It is big Sag. Yeah, that's kind of why we're all annoyed with how that happened. When did the armadillo thing happen? It was in like September, I think, whenever the mining revamps were going on. So it's a little bit wacky. All right. Hello. Trash. Trash. Garbage. Garbage. Alrighty then. They're all terrible. Ban them all. Alright, there we go. Dude, we're getting the sugarcane level soon. It's happening. You'll love to see it. But yeah, there's only 4 of them left, I think. From what I've heard, there's like 4. There used to be 20. And 16 of them got wiped. Which could be more of them are wiped now. Or less of them. I don't know. But I'm just hoping that they fix that. And I don't have to do 20 bill collat. Because I don't have 20 bill collat. I got a lot of coins, but it's all soulbound is the problem. Do I only wait for good visitor offers, or do I accept all if I want to hit 10k? Accept all, because it's just going to take forever to hit 10k without doing that. Pretty much. Best final for money? I got no idea. I sell them all to NPC. So accessories as collat? I mean, if I give all my accessories, I think my accessories, yeah, my accessories are worth a lot. I could give some of my, like, billion coin accessories and, like, my expensive pets, too. Could do that. Good Ghost, how you doing, bro? Should make the upgrade for Armadillo be a drop in nucleus runs. Yeah, make it the odds of, like, the last, of what alloy used to be. Give the odds of old alloy. Isn't it like 3 bill total on visitors if the average is 300k per? Well, visitors always make money because copper is worth more than coins, and whatever coins you end up paying the visitors in the form of crops. So I still accept every visitor that I have the materials for, just because copper is easy money. How'd you get the mythic dillo? So there was a bug where eggs would hatch. Hold up, I'm just gonna get these because I'm right here. There was a bug where eggs could go up to mythic rarity for a little bit. It was only there for like a day or two, or might have even just been a couple hours. But they could go past legendary up to mythic. So there weren't too many of them made because it was still really, really rare to happen. But all good, just doing some farming progress. The grind is real, man. Grind is real. Copper's only profit about 3k coins per copper. I mean, I accept all of them, and I still make money for each of them. So I don't know, man. Maybe it was, I don't know. I still make money. Do I get higher copper? I mean, I guess I'm getting higher copper rates right now because Finnegan. I only farm during Finnegan, so that's probably what it is. Because they have higher copper rates because Finnegan. That's probably what it is. So yeah, during Finnegan, accept them all, at least. If you have a mythic armadillo in your pet menu, your game gets crashed and they've been blacklisted, I think. I don't think that's the case. I don't think so. That's banners from back in the day. That's what would happen with those. If items are blacklisted, they don't, like, crash your game. If they're blacklisted, then they just get, like, deleted or changed to a whitelisted item. Had to recom a legendary egg, I thought. Oh, is that what people had to do? I don't remember. I like potatoes. Do you? I'm getting kind of bored of potatoes, I won't lie. But thankfully, we're almost done with them. Got like 2 hours left. At the start, it soft locked you. Nani. Why's your blocks per second so low? Because it calculates in the time it takes me to go get pests. So the calculator's not exactly accurate. I'm getting 20 blocks per second in reality, but it adds on the time I take to get pests. Do exclamation IGN KPF. Difference between whitelisted and blacklisted items. Blacklisted items get deleted if they're in your inventory when the game updates your inventory. Nearly 2,000 visitors right now, but since I spend all my copper on crop upgrades or composter, it's losing so much money. Yeah, I mean, composter is ridiculously expensive. That is true. Not farming potatoes, eating potatoes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, potato chips, mashed potatoes, fries are all pretty good. Didn't know level 471 was even possible. Thought it was a typo. Yeah, max is 473 right now. So we're getting there. It's gonna happen. Using Mushroom Cow, but I don't know if the strength perk has a cap or not. It doesn't. Just whatever strength you can get to. But slug pet better because it spawns more pests. Good replays. How you doing this morning? I'm in a Fry's Discord server. Fry fanboy Discord server is goated. That sounds great. What's the best fries, chat? I really like Zaxby's, and I really like Bojangles. Bojangles fries are like so unique. Kind of up there. Sounded kind of sick. I had to mow yesterday, so I've got a little bit of allergies today. This is why I don't like touching grass, but you know. There's different fries, yeah. You know, you've got like the curly fries, you've got wavy fries, which is what Zaxby's has. You can put different seasoning on it, you know. Yeah, Zaxby's fries with a lot of seasoning are goated. Got a 9.6 out of 10 on the fries I made once. Let's go, bro's cooking. But yeah, there's so much nice things you can do with fries. Fries are goated. 400 out of 3,000 fine flowers. AGG. Yeah, that grind is something. I forgot about the for a while there. I forgot about the mushrooms ones you can get from one of the mobs on Bayou. But yeah, there's like max mushroom fortune you can get now from that. You got the pumpkins, you got the melons, got the carrots. Or do we have melons? Is there melons? I was thinking there was melons. Maybe there's cocoa. Yeah, there's the cocoa one from Chocolate Factory. And then now we got mushrooms from that, and we got fine flour for wheat. All the shenanigans. Woke up after school started, so I went back to sleep. Bruh. Valid, I guess. No school for you today. GG easy. Got bored of playing Skyblock, so I went to another Skyblock called Sky Factory. Nice. Yeah, I thought about might have to do a Sky Factory playthrough at some point. Who knows? Who knows? Keep it Skyblock adjacent. Let's see. We're gonna go over here. 95%. We're gonna get this sugarcane milestone in the next like half hour at least. Use a texture pack that replaces potatoes with McDonald's chips. That would be a goated pack for sure. Gotta touch some grass. All right, have a good one, Crystal. I have 250 mil. I'll save 100 mil for my F7 run. The other 150 mil is going to be spent on pets since I have 4 usable pets right now. Oh yeah, yeah, that's valid. Only missing Spaceman and Baker, but it's saying I'm 0 out of 10 away from milestone 11. Is it bugged? It is not bugged. Well, it might be a little bit because milestone 11. Yeah, you're missing more than just those 2 in that case. But yeah, that's the max. Or actually, yeah, you're missing 2 others because I haven't done Spaceman yet. So you're missing 2 other visitors as well. But yeah, I mean, I haven't done Spaceman yet. So once I get Spaceman, I'll be 4 out of 10 to 11. But yeah, we getting 2 XP today. Massive W's. Let's see, I read that. Might be some rain today, so depending on if there is or isn't, will depend on if I play golf. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't gone golfing in a little bit. Went a couple weekends ago, but... Dude, I was so sore after that. It was like we went and golfed for like 5 hours. And then... Actually, it was longer than that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was 5 hours. 5-6 hours. Anyways, we did that. And then we went and played like kickball afterwards. I've not run that much in a long time. And my body was not ready for it. What pet do you use? I'm using Slug Pet right now, and then when I go and hunt pests down, I'll use Hedgehog. My sprays right now. Trolling. Aw, thank you, Mama. We got a biscuit. Let's go. Bacon, egg, and cheese goes crazy. Yo, it's good, Veggie. Getting back into Skyblock. The grind is real. It is real. But yeah, I'm starting to finish starting to be done with farming, which is nice. So I'm planning on doing some off-camera sugarcane for the next little bit as well, probably. Because when is Finnegan gone? Oh, Year of the Pig's coming up? I didn't even realize that. Okay, we got 2 days for Finnegan. So I can do some today, do some tomorrow. Maybe a little bit. I won't have time to do any on Sunday. I don't know. I want to max this sugarcane, though. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Brother started teaching me, and because of how quickly I was learning, he called me his young Padawan or prodigy. Wild. Yeah, my brother's into golf. So I've got to let him carry. We basically do a captain's choice or whatever. So we just let him carry. Which I hit a couple good drives last time. I hit a chip in from like 30 feet. So that was pretty epic. But yeah, milestone 11's impossible right now until they add 6 more visitors, which is why I haven't done Spaceman yet. If Spaceman was required for XP, I would have finished him by now. But he's not. Elephant's not better than Slug. Elephant's probably better for Fortune than Slug, but I'm more worried about pest chance. Because the more pests you spawn, the better it is. You get more crops from pests than you do from farming. So you want to be getting as much pest chance as you can. Just got 1200 magical power yesterday, which is big for my stage, so dungeon's about to go crazy. Oh yeah, that'll be real nice. What they do add, they add 7. They need to add 6 actually. Because yeah, I've got 7 to go, but I haven't done Spaceman yet. So once I've done Spaceman, we'll need 6. But yeah, I mean if they add 7, then I won't have to do Spaceman. So that's true. That could be epic. Stereo is so helpful. I've been just getting beetles and netherwart progress. Yeah, stereo and using the right compost, like that combo, is so nice. It's so much crops for whatever you're specifically looking for. Which we're looking for sugarcane, which is why we've gotten so much of it today. Alrighty. Boom. I think there should be a bigger difference in Necron's handle drop chance between F7 and M7, or maybe other drops too. No, I think it's fine right now. Because, I mean, you know, if they increase the drop chance, I'm still going to drop the same amount of handles, but then they'll just be worth less. So, but no, seriously though, it's like, there's enough in the game. If their drop chance is increased, then they're going to be less money, and then people are going to buy hypes even earlier. Hype needs to be expensive because people spend too much money on it already too early, and if it's less money, then more people are going to spend money on it too early, and they're not going to be ready for it. So, do I invest in attributes for fishing, or do I wait for the foraging update? I mean, you can invest in attributes, just don't put too much money towards god rolls. What I recommend. Techno's almost at 20 mil subs, dude. That's crazy, man. Good, Ash. How you doing, bro? It's been a little bit. What you been up to? Would overflow the market and Hive would be cheap. True. I mean, already, how many handles are there right now? Like, look at this, man. There's a whole page of handles. Some of them are shiny. There's a whole page of handles here. Like, there's plenty. There's plenty right now. Legit. Even dead, I'm the hero. Edith from Iron Man 2 goes crazy, or not Iron Man 2, Spider-Man 2, Iron Man Jr. 2. What do I play today? Don't say Monster Hunter. But how else are you? I'm like double your hunter rank now, man. Come on, you gotta catch up. Why not some SkyBlock? Are there 2 streams? Because I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on YouTube Shorts. So this is the big stream that you're watching right now, and the YouTube Shorts stream gets put into the YouTube Shorts algorithm. So the main stream gets put in the mainstream, or like big YouTube algorithm, so you see it whenever you're looking through thumbnails and stuff. And then if you're flipping on your phone through Shorts, then it'll pop up in there too. I forgot how to play SkyBlock or even Minecraft. Dang, it has been a while. Yo, what's good, Fred? We got about an hour and a half or so. But how you doing this morning? What's the difference between normal handle and shiny? It's just cosmetic. I think like Hyperions and stuff that are made with shiny handles just like have an enchant glint on them. So they just look cooler slightly. I know you did not just say Skyblock. I did, bro. Bro said I couldn't say Monster Hunter, so I said Skyblock. Any requirement for maid to visit? Because I have her unlocked, but no visits yet. She's just really rare. Like, really rare. Why no Twitch streams or even kick for partner? I'm live on Twitch right now. We're live on Twitch. I did kick streams before, but it was 90% bots, and I just don't want to be on there anymore, pretty much. Pretty much. Shiny handle has particles when held. Ah, I got you. Doing good. College exams coming up, though, so haven't been playing Skywalk as much. Ah, I got you. Yeah, study season goes crazy. Study season. Go Burr. But yeah, we'll see how Slayer update goes, man. I need an update. If we don't get an update Tuesday, I'm gonna be crying a little bit. I'm hoping they like open alpha today or something, and we get a little bit of, get to see a little something new. Maybe I can make a video on what's on the alpha, and then make a video when it comes to the main game. That would be quite epic. Scrolling through shorts and sorry stream, exactly. Helps reach more people. Massive W's. 550 XP to Garden 13. Hey, GG. Going insane too. Need a new update. I mean, I have enough things to do as far as gameplay, so I'm not like bored from gameplay. But I got nothing to make videos on. That's my problem right now. Like, it takes me so long to make a video now with all the Skyblock XP that I get. I need content. I need it. You're the pig should add a currency you get from each pig that can be used to buy new items like tater tots for exporting or something. I mean, that's one way to do it. It's one way to do it. I mean, it'd be similar to like the Year of the Seal shop then. Which would be alright, I think, but I feel like Year of the Pigs got enough things going for it already. If they were to revamp it, that wouldn't be terrible, but I think there's plenty of other things that deserve a revamp more than that, to be honest. Thing is, if they change it now, it's like, I don't know, they really shouldn't, because they designed it with the help of Technoblade, you know? So they can't really change it. The disrespect, you know? What do you think about closed beta being in 1.21? I think it'll be good, you know? I know a lot of people are worried about game changing to 1.21 in the future, and oh no, none of my mods are gonna work. It's gonna be alright. Every little thing is gonna be alright. We're gonna get a lot of cool stuff. Like, we're gonna get custom models. We might get a texture pack for Skyblock specifically. Like, there's gonna be cool things. Like 7 hours ahead of you, so I'm better. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro's in the future. Want Blaze T5? That would be nice. That'd be nice. There's always the option for a second profile. I mean, I could make a stranded profile. I could do that. That is the option. Large guild co-op would be interesting now. Problem is I keep having to kick people out of guild. See, that's the issue here, chat. Is I keep having to kick people out of guild. A stranded mega co-op? That would be cool. Again, the problem is, though, I've got so many other things to spend my time on right now. So maybe after, I don't know. I don't want to do, I really don't want to do a guild mega co-op because people be crazy. That's really where I'm at. And I can't keep up with all the stuff that everybody else does. Going for 500 mil potatoes? Now we're going for 208.7 mil potatoes today. Guild staff co-op? That'd be a little more likable, I think. Dad jokes aren't funny, they're ironic. Fair enough. It's good, Panda. How you doing, bro? What's up, what's up? Why do you need to kick people in guild? I won't get into it. Always drama. There's always some drama in guild going on. Pretty much. Guild Rex, pretty much just being active in the chat and in the Discord. If you're active in both of those, then I'll usually invite. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, how you doing, Desar? Hope you're having a good one. Made the texture pack for the fries. Let's go. You'll love to see it. But yeah, we only got, what, 2 spots now? Yeah, we got 2 spots open at the moment. Bing, bing. How's Badlion going? Pretty solid. How are you doing today? So I'm eligible for guild? I think you would be, yeah. I believe so. But yeah, hope you're having a good one. Desar, what's good, Keo? What's your next goal? So right now we're going for max potatoes, but after that we're going for max sugarcane. I need 3 sugarcane milestones before Finnegan's gone, so I'm going to be doing some off-camera farming throughout the next couple days is the plan. But yeah, we'll be maxing garden. It's going to be pretty nice. Good tank. Got combat 22. I'm in mage faction. Very nice. Destiny 2 is doing their biggest sale in DLCs, so I'm happy about that. YoGoU. Sugarcane for Spaceman. Yeah, I got to do the Spaceman, but I'm kind of waiting on that because he doesn't give XP right now, so it's not really worth doing. So I'm probably going to wait, and I'll do that as a video after I max XP. That's the plan. That is the plan. I'll leave my guild with all my friends. I'll let you know if I want to join. All right, sounds like plan. Boom, boom. I don't think you're active enough, X. Sorry, man. If you start hanging out and chat a little bit more, then it could happen. Could happen then. I have Magma Cube minions and Glowstone minions. Yo, bro is cooking. Bro is cooking. Let's do this. Boom. Alpha's closed. Yeah, I saw it was open yesterday for 1.8.9. So it was open for 1.20 last week or earlier this week. And then they had it for 1.8.9 yesterday. But yeah. What are Rex for guild? Just being active for the most part. For a while though. Because I've had some people join that have been active in the community for years. So I want to make sure people are really here to stick around, you know. Before we get them an invite. A good money making method? I mean, early on, Rift and farming are the best ways to start off. But realistically, everything makes money if you do it for long enough. How speed for 4 lane? I don't know for 4 lane. I'm not sure about that. Let's go over here. And I know I have some in the traps, but we'll leave them for now. What do you think about a co-op progression documentation? I mean, again, the thing about co-ops is it's so hard to keep up with everything. It's too much, man. It's too much. Next, Blaze Minions. Yeah, Blaze Minions are still good for money, I think. Minion with corrupt soil is still best for most people. Yeah, it's still really good. Was alpha open to all? Nah, it was still private. Like, admins and nerds only. 116 for 4 lane. Hey, good comms. There we go. Thank you, sir. Hack only works with stage 3 potatoes. Ah, I got you. You have to do something soon. You don't got much XP left. Well, I'm still planning on playing this profile after I'm done with XP. It's just I'm going to be playing it a bit less. So once we're done with that, I do want to do a stranded profile. I don't know if I want to do a co-op. Again, like, for fun, I like the idea of a co-op, but for content, I don't. Just, it's too much to keep up with. Hold up. My wires are getting all tangled up down here. Very annoying. Ugh. There we go. Sheesh. Dude, why is it too much to keep up with? Because, I mean, if we've got, you know, like, the whole staff and the thing, there's like 10 people. And you got to keep up with what everybody's doing. And then if I take some days off and I come back and you guys are already progressed through like half the game. Like, I know you and how much you play whenever you get into something. So bro is going to be carrying me and I'm not going to be doing anything. That's what's going to end up happening. Finally got out of bed. Let's go. Bro's on Monster Hunter now. Yeah, I got to get into it first though. Yeah, but I mean, again, it's going to be like, you know, we did some off-camera grinding and then Slayer's out here with like 3 Hyperions fully scrolled for all of us. Out of bed update. Yo, Bed Wars update to SkyBlock win. Go crazy. See, that was the one thing I liked about back in the day. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Do y'all remember when Hypixel did that Battle Royale game mode? Why did that end? Wasn't there some like legal issue or something? I know they did the Battle Royale game mode when Fortnite was blowing up. Thought we were talking about Stranded. I mean, even with Stranded, I also know how much you play, and you would progress through that too. Either one. But I remember back in the day when they did that. But there was Cosmic Sky that I used to play on, which they revamped the server now, but it's still pay to win, which is why I stopped playing in the first place. Anyways, it was like they would have a little battle royale game mode that you could do, and then you would win something. Like if you won, you would get a prize. So I think that would be kind of cool if Hypixel did some, like added a PvP aspect to SkyBlock, which wasn't affected by other things. You know, like I know, you know, because the EULA, they can't do a bunch of stuff with having pay to win and also having PvP. But if they did a PvP mode that like gave you gear and it wasn't based on the gear that you already had in the game, like imagine you just jump into a Bed Wars match, but it's all SkyBlock items, right? Like that could be cool. And then if you win, then you get something. Like you just get, I don't know. What would be cool? Like one of the raffle boxes. If they just did that for raffle update, like that would be epic. Marvel Rivals sucks now. All people do is throw. Nobody wants to play healer. Is that what I'm hearing? Keep trying to save up for a hype, but keep spending it halfway through, like the gemstone equipment set, because I want to get hype before Slayer update. I gotcha. I mean, it'll be good for healing for Slayer update, but it's like, I don't think any of the T5s, except maybe Tarantula, are going to require hype to kill. Out of Venom go 1 in 10. Bruh. Bro was a 1 in 10 bin. Wild. Wild, dude. That is a little bit yikes. Should I unlock Necron armor or Crimson for non-dungeons? Crimson is better outside of dungeons if you've got like at least like 5 stars on it, I think. That's what it used to be. It might require a little more now to be better, but Necron is good for dungeons for sure. But yeah, outside of dungeons, Crimson goes crazy. I doubt T5 spins or Terror will be hard, even though I might be able to kill them despite my severe skill issue. Or even I might be able to kill them despite my severe skill issue. I hope they're a little bit difficult, you know? I mean, when Rev T5s first came out, they were so difficult. Because nobody had, like, you know, Axe of the Shredded and all this stuff to make it easier. So I hope they're difficult for us to start out, but then as we get the new gear and stuff, they're easier. That would be kind of nice. Just dropped a quick claw for my Skatha. A GG. You'll love to see it. Got a gemstone chamber. I do not have any gemstone chambers lying around, no. I do not randomly have random items most of the time. If they can be sold. They gotta be somewhat beginner friendly too, at least Tarantula and Sven. I mean, doesn't have to be super beginner friendly. Like, you know, Rev T5s are pretty tough. You know? Like, I hope that they have, you know, their own armor sets and stuff and make things, but like, they have their own armor sets that are good. You know, like there was Reaper set, or there's Reaper set for Revs, but you can still use Crimson. Like, I hope that you can still use Crimson on them, but they have their own sets for beginners. When's new mayor? In 2 days. Meet a T5 rev with 10,000 coins gear. Brother, what? Brother, what? What do you mean? Are you out here killing T5 revs on bingo? Like, huh? What in the cap? SMH, unless we're talking carries. Like, sure, you can get carried. I get Zaxby's for dinner. Yo, Zaxby's is goated. To be fair, since high level, a lot of HP, so let's say like 4 million coins. And did you take all of your talismans out of your accessory bag whenever you tried that as well? And did you use like a terrible pet? Like, come on now, man. It takes a lot more. It takes a lot more to handle a T5 rev. How'd you do it for T5s? I mean, to start off, if you're just beginning, I mean, at least Revenant armor. Maybe, I mean, you might could get away with Strong Dragon. But you'll need probably like 300 magical power at least. And of course a Rev Falchion, or Reaper Falchion, I mean. It's good, Emma. I'm doing good. How are you? Doing good, doing good. We're almost done with potatoes. We're getting there. Ever gonna see a mining video? Probably not. I only mine whenever it's coal. I've made so many mining videos, man. So many. Which, my mining guides are like some of my most viewed videos, to be fair. But, hey! Sugarcane 43, let's go. Only 18 million more sugarcanes left. Which sounds like a lot. It is a decent amount, but that's 3 more SkyBlock XP for that, and we're almost done with potatoes. Halfway done with potatoes for the last milestone. So we're 9% to 472 now, or 9% to 472. Let's go. Let's go. What you gonna do after your max garden? We'll be back to the dungeons grind for a bit. We're gonna play till we finish our tank runs, and then after that, we'll be back on the Kudra grind is the plan. I'm gonna do all my tank runs, then we'll swap to Kudra, and then we're gonna swap to Burrs after that. M7 Burrs. Base Crimson, yeah, but I mean, if you're just starting out, odds are you don't have a Kudra comp. You know. Good too. Good luck. I appreciate it. Glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good. Is the max one 46 potato levels? Yes, it is. So all the crop milestones max at 46. Which is a weird number, I know, but that's how it is. What do you think the next mayor will be? I think Diaz will probably get elected top, or that's what everybody wants. I think a lot of people are voting for like Aatrox and Paul though, and Diaz may end up getting minister. Would be kind of awkward. But I think it'll be, hopefully it's Diaz Aatrox or Diaz Paul. Gotta learn I4? Yeah, that's gonna be an experience. For sure. Isn't Dreadlord Sword good enough for T5 revs? No. Revs do not take magic damage, or T5s don't take magic damage, so you need melee. T4s, you could probably do it with like Wise Dragon and the Dreadlord, but T5s don't take magic. If Paul is mayor, I'm gonna lose it. I hope we get Paul minister. That's my dream. But I got, bro's got Devon's helmet. Very nice, dude. Very nice, man. But yeah, revs are like normal revs are not too bad, but T5s are a little tougher than we like to think of them. Cause yeah, I mean I've done it with no armor, you know, for Pandora's box, but I was level like 465 or something. So why is Diaz good? The only reason Diaz is good is because she has long-term investment. So whoever gets elected as minister gets all 3 perks next time around. And all of the options right now are terrible. So anytime the options are terrible, you want to get Diaz in so that she gives long-term investment to somebody. Fair enough, replays. Why do we never see Fiesta Coles, though? We get him every few months. Yeah, I mean, that is true. That is true. I don't know. People just don't like to mine as much as like they like to do dungeons, I guess. Magic power you think I need for T4 E-Man? I have 900, but always have to put it all on defense. Have Mythic Enderman, Ender Artifact, and Refrigerate 5-2. How many kills you got on your final destination? Because that should be plenty. What's this potato farm design? This is Melon King D's carrot farm. I just repurposed it to be potato. But yeah. Yo, it's good, Rel. I want Aatrox. I mean, if they do a Slayer update and we get Aatrox, you know, I'm not going to be super upset about it, but I got nothing to do with Aatrox right now, unfortunately. 15,000, trying to grind 1,000 a day right now. What weapon are you using? You got Vorpal or you got an Atom Split? It's good, Jab. How you doing, bro? But yeah, that's plenty of magical power. For sure. Favorite part of the game? I like Slayers the most. Slayers is my favorite part, but I got no Skyblock XP to get from them. So I don't have any reason to grind them right now. Which is why I would rather get Paul, because I have a lot of dungeons to do. So I'd rather have my dungeons grind be made easier. Do that. Ooh, we got a librarian showing up. Very nice. Boom. Skill average 45 in a month, good or bad? Goodness, that's pretty solid, yeah. Skill average 45 in a month, man has not touched grass. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, who else? There is someone else right here. Earthworm moment. Already 2% to our next milestone. Not too shabby. Boom, boom, boom. Ew, the mouse gave cactus. Gross. Alright, watch this librarian read Dedication 4. He was not Dedication 4. He was garbage. SMH. Boom. Suspicious Atom Split with Recom and Alt Ys. Okay, get Swarm on it. Make sure you got Siphon 4 at least. How much is Siphon 5, actually? Alright, have a good one, Intel. Appreciate you, man. I mean, you could go for Siphon 5 if you wanted to, but at least Siphon 4. Can do T4s, but if I don't tune a defense, I'd die half of the time. What are you doing for hits phase? Chimera 5 on your Atom Split. Real. Long you been playing Skyblock? Since it came out, pretty much. I started like a week or two after it dropped. But this profile, I've been playing since October of 2022. Any news about the update that was tested on the alpha server a couple days ago? Nope. So a couple days ago, they had the 1.21. And then yesterday, they did a 1.8 testing. But they were all closed, so nobody actually got to see it if you weren't on those. Like if you weren't on Nerds or Admin Team. So, you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Sheesh, man. The neck pops go crazy. How we doing? We got a minute left of spray. Might apply for Nerds. Be valid. Hopefully I'll get red name and then I'll get access to these things. Would be nice. That would be, my fear would be making sure I have the right to be making videos on stuff before I make videos on it. Skill average is 43.9 right now. Dang, bro. Blood is cooking. But yeah, I don't know what my average is now. I don't guess it calculates in kata levels, I suppose. What else we got? 30 seconds of this. We got an hour and 15 minutes left, chat. We're over halfway done, though. Do zombies and Aatrox for the dopamine? I've done that a few times. Like when I record like yap videos, you know? 2B yap. Call them 30 rant videos. I call it 2B yap videos. So when I record those, I'll do some Slayers. Probably skill issue, not gonna lie. I need to practice more. I've done less than 50 T4s ever. Yeah, what are you doing for hits phase? Because that could be a big deal. I can't remember if we talked about that before or not. We probably did. Boom. Okay, sprays are inactive. Yeah, what's good, Anton? I do not remember 90% of people. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I just my brain cannot remember all 24,000. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Let's see. My bonus is gone. It's fine. Do that. Do this. Boom. What else we got? Boom, 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 boom. Trash. Yeet. What else we got? Back over here. Nope, back over here. Trolling. Alright, we're good. Anyways, there's doing M1 tank souls for hit phase. Okay. With like Reaper Scythe or something else. Favorite SkyBlock YouTuber? I mean, I watch a lot of 30 when he uploads. It's always a good time. But I mean, I know Future personally, so Future's the GOAT. I'm gonna get the fire. This is Fiery Burst Rune. So if you get some Fiery Burst Runes and put that on a hoe, that'll do it. 3% without wise? Okay, yeah. Valid then. Yeah. And there's not really much else you can do other than that. To be honest, it probably is just practice. And I mean, there's always some crazy stuff you can do to Atom Split, you know. If you already got Hot Potato Books and Fumings, that's like the main thing, of course, but there's always more things you can add. For sure. And sometimes, I mean, you can get away. What is your healing item as well? Because that's also a big deal. Boom, 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 boom. It's just like slang for bro, Logan. Just slang. Hopefully by the end of the stream I get sub 100-second T4 kill. That would be epic. That would be pretty epic. Yeah, I mean, when I was first starting, I think I was using, you know, Florid Zombie Sword and Wand of Atonement. Farming 48, a GG Ghost. Yeah, Florid Zombie Sword, Wand of Atonement, those are like the first two things for healing that help a lot. Yeah, Pigman Sword can help. I don't know if it's really worth going out of your way to get one, though. Maybe. It can be good during hits phase as well, because it hits him a few times. And that's really when you need the most defense, is during hits phase. So that can be pretty helpful. And the other thing a lot of people will do is, you know, like they'll run over to get to the beacons and then run back. It can be better to like try and kite the boss over towards the beacon and like get to it a little bit slower, as long as you get to it in time, of course, but that way you're still hitting the boss and getting siphoned the whole time, so then you don't have to worry about, you know, having to heal through the AoE as much. Use those two, keep cloak 2 in case I get too low. Yeah, that's good. That is also very good. Boom. What else we got in here? Got 2 visitors, Pete and the Puzzler. Let's go handle them, shall we? Doo-doot. Trash. Doo-doot. Trash. Moving on. Yeah, man, we're 9%. So we're currently ranked 165th in SkyBlock XP. That's pretty insane. Considering like how recent, I mean, it's not super recent, it's 2.5-year-old profile, but I imagine most of the top level players are like their profiles are probably 4 years old for the most part. Are you not accepting Maeve so that if we get another mythic visitor, it's guaranteed to be the Rhino? So if I accept Maeve and we get another mythic visitor, it could be Maeve or the Rhino, so then I get Maeve twice. This way, if I get another mythic visitor, it's always going to be the Rhino. Favorite subject, like math, English? I hated math. I liked history. History was nice. When it was like world history, you know, going through like history of like Rome and the Mongols and all that stuff. That was fun. I liked that for sure. But I hated math. It was probably just the math curriculum I had. I probably wouldn't have minded math if it wouldn't have taken so long. I had like 30 math problems every single day between the age of like 10 and 17. 7 years straight, I had 30 math problems every day. I mean, every school day, you know, but still. Oh man, I hated that so much. It was so terrible. It was so terrible. Was not a fan. I did not like math because of that. I don't know if I would have liked math, but I definitely didn't like it because of that. Not fun. British history best. Crazy. I liked American history, but like our last couple years of history, we just did like boring stuff, like going over the US presidents. It's like, dude, lame. Tell me about wars and stuff again. Come on now. Which, I mean, it was good to learn about like economic history and stuff like that. Like that part I didn't mind, but I didn't need to know every single president's birthday. You know, like that was just like, that's boring. I don't care about when they were born and what day they got married and what day they were, you know, like became president, all that stuff. I need your opinion. Is Darth Jar Jar real? I mean, he's technically canon now, right? They added him to Fortnite. We've got Darth Jar Jar in Fortnite, so technically canon. Pretty sure that's how that works. If it's in Fortnite, it's real. It's good, Stabic. How you doing, man? Don't like math, but I think it's like brain gymnastics, makes your brain better at problem solving. Yeah, but if you do brain gymnastics for too long, your brain gets worn out, and then you're just like, what? What does this mean? There were some math problems that I would just look at and be like, it was like the normal math problems were fine. It was just like at least 10 out of those 30 problems would be, you know, like describing something. Like, John has 5 tomatoes. He cuts those tomatoes into 3/5 and gives 5 of those fifths. Like, what? Like, it just makes no sense. Or just like, it would just sound like gibberish to me. I'd be reading gibberish after doing 20 other math problems, and then you see that and you're like, couldn't have led with this, you know? Yeah, those were the worst. I would get at least 10 of those every day. It was like, why? Can't believe you've done this. And you know, it was like those, have you seen the meme of the 90s teachers? And it's like 90s teachers saying you won't be walking around with a calculator in your pocket. And now everyone walks around with a phone, aka a calculator in their pocket. It's like, all I really needed to know was formulas. If they would have just had me memorize formulas and let me use a calculator on things, then it would have been so much better. Like, now I've forgotten the formulas and I have to look up the formulas and then use a calculator on it. Like, that's the reality now, is all we need is formulas. We don't need the other stuff. Pretty good, just tired. That is fair. Been there, done that. We got an hour left of farming to go. So we're going to have to spray like 3 more times and then we're done. No, 2 more times and then we're done. That'll be epic. That'll be pretty good. And then we'll just have sugarcane left. So we've already gained 1 XP today. We're going to be getting the XP from max potatoes, and then we got to start the sugarcane grind. It was good MSG. Final stretch, I see. Yes, sir. We're getting there, man. Finally finishing up on potatoes. And then we still have it'll probably be like 6 hours of sugarcane. Because we're like, most crops it takes me 3 hours per milestone because I'm getting pests for a different crop. But when we do sugarcane, I'm still going to be getting pests for sugarcane. So it should be a lot faster, in theory. That is the running theory. But we'll see. I will have to put dedication 4 on that sugarcane hoe, but I've got a book sitting around waiting for when I needed to do that. So that'll be nice. And I'll be able to throw this potato hoe in the museum and never use it again. That'll be another W. And I can't drink coffee. I'm not really a coffee guy. I try not to like take any of that stuff that's supposed to increase your energy. I just don't like doing drugs. Even the ones that are supposed to be helpful, I just don't like it. 600 pelts an hour, a good rate? I would assume so. I don't really know. I haven't pelt grinded in years. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, like I don't even like taking like Tylenol. I try not to take stuff unless my allergies are completely abysmal. That's about the only time I'll take stuff is if I'm like actually sick or if my allergies are annihilating me, which does happen. This is why we don't touch grass. Both sugar and coffee are low-key drugs. Okay. I didn't say anything about sugar, but coffee, I won't take coffee. I'll have a little bit of sugar here and there, you know. It's only like 50% of my diet, real and true. Without Finnegan Mayer, 600 is solid, but with him 900 plus would be solid. Good to know. Good to know. It's also ping dependent, as always. Only 50%? Yeah, I know. I've been slacking recently. I've been trying to drink less lemonade as well, because apparently it's bad for your teeth. It's good for your liver, kidneys. It's good for your kidneys, because if you were going to get kidney stones, the acid from the lemonade breaks down the kidney stones. But it's bad for your teeth, because the acid also breaks down your teeth a bit. So I was drinking too much lemonade, so I haven't been drinking lemonade recently. Don't need sugar. My diet as a SkyBlock player consists of only Pringles and water. This is the way. Pringles, bro. Pringles are goated. I haven't had Pringles in too long. Y'all remember when, what was it? What are they called? Twinkies. Remember when Twinkies were going to go out of business? Sad times. Twinkies were like my comfort food. Like, definition of comfort food. Anytime I would go down to my grandparents' house, my grandfather would always give us Twinkies. It was like, dude, define comfort food. My blood has a concentration of 1% sugar. Crazy. Isn't that, I don't know. Is that above the limit to drive? Who knows, man. Upgraded Shadow Assassin and Livid Dagger and basically doubled my damage while still wearing Torrential Helmet. Yeah, that's the strats. Easy monies, or easy damage. Easy money spent, I guess. Easy damage for cheap money. There we go. That's the way to do it, dude. Purpose of farming potatoes. It makes good money, and also it gives SkyBlock XP. So I've maxed out most of the crops on garden. As far as crop milestones go, I've just got potatoes and sugarcane left, and we're gonna be done with potatoes in like an hour. So then it'll just be sugarcane. And then I will never have to farm again until they inevitably add an update that requires me to farm again. But until then, I never have to farm again. That'll be epic. Basically, chocolate eating guy. I like me some chocolate. Sometimes I want chocolate, sometimes I want, you know, like jelly beans or something like that. Have y'all had the sweet tart jelly beans? Those are peak. Not sweet tart. Well, I mean, the sweet tart jelly beans are good, but Starburst jelly beans are peak. That's what I meant. The Starburst jelly beans are also goated. They're just absolute cinema. You know what I mean? Reached farming 60 before garden existed, so I haven't touched garden. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's farming makes a lot of money now. I don't think it's as good as Netherwart used to be, but you know, Netherwart's it's a lot less macroable now, thankfully. I mean, there's still people who macro garden stuff, but there's a lot less macroing going on than there was when it was private island Netherwart farming. Normally it should be 0.03 to 0.05. Ah, so bro's got like 200 times what you should have. Crazy. Or 20 times what you should have. Best crop for money. It is, what's it called? Melons. Way more macroing? I don't think so. I think it's a lot better now than it was, at least. With pests now, it's a lot harder to macro. I mean, it's still macroable, but it's a lot harder to macro. Have you ever played Geometry Dash? I have. I'm not good at it. I am not good at it. I think I've gotten macro checks since garden either. I mean, the thing about macro checks is they'll only check you if you don't get your pests for a while. Like, if you farm for 30 minutes straight and don't get pests, then you get macro checked. But if you get pests, then it's usually not bad. Usually. Bing, 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 bing. You have the mods you can macro easily, even with pests. Sounds like bro knows a lot about this. Sounds like bro knows a lot about this. Way easier to build farms now than it was before. That is true. That is true. Think I can get you mid 4 to unlock Final Destination with my setup? I don't know what your setup is, but maybe. You only get pests when 4 spawns. I only get them after they've spawned twice. So I get either 3 or 4 spawns per pest spawn. It's like a 50% chance that I get 3, 50% chance that I get 2 or 4. I mean, so I only get them after they've spawned twice. So it'll either be 6, somewhere between 6 and 8. That's when I get them. But yeah, I've been macro checked a few times, even with getting pests. Which the few times I did get checked, it was when I hadn't gotten pests for a little bit because I was doing contests. But yeah, I mean, if you use pest sprays and all that, or pest repellent and all that stuff, I've been checked 2 or 3 times. To get the sign macro checks a lot. Yeah, now it's like it'll just teleport or change the direction you're looking and do all that stuff. Favorite video game other than Minecraft? I've been really enjoying Monster Hunter lately. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter off stream, which if y'all follow this Twitch, I've been streaming it on Twitch too. I haven't streamed on Twitch in like a week, other than SkyBlock stuff, but I need to get back on there. I'll probably do some of that tonight. But best pet for farming? I mean, I use 2 pets. So I use Slug while I'm farming to spawn more pests, and then I swap to Hedgehog whenever I kill pests. So that way I can, you know, get extra fortune against pests and still be getting a lot of pest spawns. So that's the strategy that most people do. Which, if you're only going for farming fortune, Mushroom Cow is number 1. But if you want money and you want crop milestones and all of that stuff, the best thing for money is to go for pests still. What's good, Tails? How much farming fortune you got at the moment? It's hard for me to get over 1380. I'm at 1538 right now, which I am using, what's it called? I'm using the bonus 200 farming fortune. I constantly use that. But, normally I could get up to like 1900 if I was going for farming fortune, which, you know, using Slug Pet so I can get bonus pest chance over fortune. If I was using Mushroom Cow, though, I used to be able to get it up to like 1900 or so. But yeah. Hooked. Doot. Jail Simulator, real. So you're gonna stream after Guarded? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, not today, but I will still be streaming after I max Guarded. But yeah, we'll probably end stream after I'm done with potatoes today, and then I still got sugarcane after that. Doom, doom, doom. Using Mushroom Cow right now? No, I'm using Slug. And then when I swap to Hedgehog, whenever we kill pests. So hyper focus on pelts, I don't even remember why I started doing it. Fair enough. Usually for the, I mean, it's good money, first off, because you wait until Finnegan's gone and then you sell the stuff from Pelt Shop. Easy money. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there's also the minions, of course, extra XP from that. Yeah, pests are strong now. They didn't used to be. They buffed them a couple months ago, though. Does Pingo Pet give SkyBlock XP? I heard there was a glitch that made it obtainable on normal profiles. I think that did happen at one point, but they fixed it. So it does not. I can't remember if that was real or not. I know people were saying that. I don't remember if it was real or not. But I think they fixed that really quickly. So unlike Armadillo, it took them a little bit, and then they didn't wipe the mythic Dillos. So it's a little bit problematic now. Tis a little bit problematic, but it is what it is. Yo, what's up? How you doing? What's up? W name still. W name. But I appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good one. We're almost done. We got about an hour left of potatoes left, and then we'll be chilling. Yo, what's good, Extreme? I'm doing great. How are you, man? How's it going? How's it going? I am looking forward to this Slayer update, man. I'm really hoping we get something. I hope they like open alpha in the next few days. Would be really nice, and then I can do a video about it. Would be epic, but we'll see. Slayer update, yeah. So we're supposed to be getting a Slayer update. They announced it when BearyyWins update dropped. They announced we were going to be getting a Slayer update soon, so hoping we get one soon. Just came back. Garden looks sick now. Just rebuilt my farm because my old one had teleport pads. Oh, man. From way back in the day. So I'm actually worth grinding a setup out. I always feel like it's not too OP for money, even with mostly max setup. I mean, it's not OP for money for sure. But the thing is, if you have two monitors, it's like an infinite money glitch. Because you can just binge your favorite show or your favorite YouTuber, wink wink, and just be making money while you're just watching a stream. So it's just like passive income. Why potatoes? Because potatoes is one of the last two I have left to max. Potatoes or sugarcane. I was closer to potatoes. So we're doing potatoes today, and then we're going to do sugarcane. And hopefully I'll get that max before Finnegan's gone. But our main goal is potatoes for today. But yeah, that's the nice thing about farming is it's semi-AFK-able. So it's like you don't want to just leave, you know, can't just leave the game. You still got to be pressing the buttons and everything, of course, and watching your monitor. Make sure you don't get macro checked and banned and all that stuff. So still be playing the game, of course. But you know, I can be looking at this monitor, and right now I'm watching chat. Normally I'd be watching a movie or a stream or something, but it's just passive money. Best money making method for mid-game stage, I'd say mining is usually gonna be the best method, because get a good mining setup, you can be making really, really good money. Like, I'm not sure what max is now. I don't know what Tungsten and Umber make. I know they were making like 60+ million at some points. I don't think that's the case anymore. It's probably more like 40, 50. But I don't know. It could still be that good. That's wild. What's up? That's crazy, man. I see how it is. Mining what? Tungsten and Umber is the best method I've heard of as of late. I mean, I know for Iron Man, diamond and gold mining is still on top, but Tungsten and Umber are good. And then I know some people were doing like coal routes. I don't think those are as good as they were now, because so many people can just do Royal Mines coal, which is still worse, but I don't know if maybe they were NPC selling. Either way, I don't think it's on the same level as Umber and Tungsten mining. Boom. Trash. Got him. Yo, what's good, Caleb? How you doing, bro? Doot. No, I meant favorite. Okay, okay. I'll allow it. What's good? We are farming potatoes. What are you up to, man? How is the grind of life? We can gamble for Vanguard mine shafts. That is true. You can do that. Doing good, you? Doing good, man. Glad to hear it. We are nearly done with potatoes. I have farmed potatoes for like... how many hours total? It's been at least like 80 hours total, I think, of potato farming. And we're finally going to be done today. We got less than an hour to go. And then I never have to farm potatoes again. And then I farm sugarcane for like another 8 hours. And then we're done with sugarcane. And then I never have to farm, period, again. That would be nothing else. No more farming. Epic. Done with school for the summer. Hey, let's go. Bro is free. You'll love to see it. Skyblock level, we are 471. 9% to 472. Coal with low ping is still top 3. Okay. What do you think the main benefit of BLC compared to Forge is? I'm curious. I mean, first off, we have 1.21 mods. So whenever the updates come out, we're going to have all the same mods that we have for 1.8.9 on 1.21. So that'll be good. Also, I don't have to worry about any mods that I download. I just download BLC and then I never have to worry about getting ratted, which is pretty epic. Done Cactus? Yep, Cactus has been done. I did that one a while back. Yeah, what's good, Harmos? Been with the family. Hey, hope you've been having a good time. How you been, man? Mousepad is QOL for farming. I mean, realistically, if you do my strat, I don't use my mouse at all. I use my mouse when I go and get pests, but like, I'm just pressing spacebar and then I swap between A and D for whenever I farm.
As a child, I yearned
Yo,
for the
Humble
eyes.
with the sub. Thank you so much, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. We are on our way to 24,000 subs. Less than 100 away, so smash that sub button. Already done visitors? Yeah, I mean, we still have Spaceman to do, but that doesn't give Skyblock XP yet, so I'm going to do it at some point. Just not, like, priority right now. Nothing better than chilling with fam. Agreed, dude. Is Lunar going to automatically update the mods? I have no idea. I got no clue. I'm convinced setting up BLC next. Hey, let's go. Bro's done with school while I gotta work. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Yeah, I am glad I don't have to worry about math problems and all of that jazz anymore. Guy in my lobby found Alloy on his 9th run, bruh. That is some RNG right there, holy. I dropped mine on my 17th run. That was on old rates, which was really crazy. It was like 1 in 80,000 or something. Or 1 in 8,000, I don't know. Now it's, you know, guaranteed after 1,000 runs. But back in the day, it was pretty low odds. And I got it on my 17th run. Still probably my favorite clip. My favorite RNG clip. True that Lunar bought Badlion? It is true, yes. So Lunar owns Badlion. They haven't announced if they're doing what they're doing with it, though. You know, like, who knows if they're going to be, you know, rehiring or hiring different people for mods, or if they're going to be combining the clients. I'm hoping they don't do that, because I don't want to have to worry about account migration and all that stuff. Would kind of suck. But who knows, man? Who knows? Tracker stopped for a block when I was exactly 3 mil from milestone. It was exactly the block the plot changed. That was so clean. Yo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Lunar bought Badlion. I guess that's been a couple months now, hasn't it? Wasn't that before Bayou update? Or was it during Bayou update? I guess it was... I think I was fishing when I heard about it, so it was probably during Bayou. Like, right after it. But... if they don't combine, because I actually like Badlion features, especially Skyblock features. Yeah, I mean, if they combine, it would be Badlion features on Lunar, you know? So it'd be like just all the mods from both clients combined into one client. But yeah, the big problem would be account migration. So if you have like cosmetics and stuff on BLC, or if you're a VIP on BLC, then you'd have to account migrate over to Lunar to be able to get all that stuff. saved over on there. Which I hope they don't do that. I don't think anybody wants that. And it'd be a lot of work from them for something that nobody really wants. So I'm hoping they just leave it as is. And then maybe they just have, you know, BLC's mod team, especially Soupy, still working on mods, and maybe they just do the same updates to both clients. Be kind of cool. But who knows? Maybe they'll just phase out Badline, and they just bought them to buy all of their workers to work on Lunar instead. Who knows? His name gonna be Lunar Lion? Who knows, man? Hopefully they don't do that, though. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That is the dream. Alright, we need to go spray again. Make no sense to keep 2 clients. I mean, they could do the strategy of just buying them like in the way that people buy stocks. You know, they're just buying them so they're the ones making the money off of it and just let them do their own thing. So, but I mean, yeah, a client buying a client usually would mean that they would want to be doing something involving both of them. But who knows, man? I feel like they would have announced something by now, but maybe they're just biding their time. Hey, let's go. What's good? Overgrown grass moment. Finally. Haven't dropped one this whole Finnegan. Sheesh. Boom. Easy 40 mil. We take those. Alrighty. Let's just go here. Yeet. Oh, wait. I didn't buy my 200 bonus fortune. I'm trolling. What mod are you using? All my mods are Badline client. As always. Yeet. W grass for real. Be more beneficial to have them all focus on one client instead of having to code for 2 different clients. Yeah, that is true. But I don't think anyone wants it. I'd rather they just keep them both separate and just they own it now so they make all the money. And maybe they learn a few things, you know? Do a little couple crossovers where both mods get similar updates, but for the most part, like imagine Lunar's just meant for, they move all the SkyBlock stuff onto Badline and then Lunar's the one that you do for vanilla Minecraft or something. I don't know. I'm totally coping because I really don't want to do account migration because account migration always sucks. Kind of where I'm at. Haven't dropped one this whole thing again, bruh. It's been a while. Doing Nucleus runs profile. Wait, doing Nucleus runs profitable on average. I'm tempted to buy mats for 200 runs. I mean, if you do 1,000 runs, it's generally going to be profitable because you're guaranteed an alloy. But if you don't drop an alloy, I mean, it's kind of iffy. Because it costs like what? How much is a apparatus? That plus a jungle key. I can't spell. Jungle key. So it's about what? 1.5 million coins per run. So I think on average you should make money, or at least break even. Generally. But Garden level 13, GG. Stream on Twitch too? Yes. There's a link in the description, or you can do exclamation Twitch in the chat. 300, 300 bonus pest chance not possible? It's possible. Like, yeah, I mean, if I swap to Biohazard, I don't think I have it on me, though. Yeah, if I swap to Biohazard, I could get there. But I'm trying to stay in Fermento the whole time. Because I'm not trying to be all that sweaty. Probably didn't do it yet because they still need to code it for Lunar plus time served. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just coping and hoping they don't do it. So I haven't dropped one at all around 1,500 visitors. Dang, bro. That is unlucky.
Child, I yearned for the
Yo, Miller's with the sub. Can we get some W's in the chat? Thank you so much, man. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. We are on our way to 24K. Average run, you currently get like 280 coins, 280,000 coins profit. Good to know. Count the guaranteed alloy, you make 1.5 mil per run on top of that, or whatever alloy out of 1,000 is. Easy monies. Yeah, I don't know what like base rates for alloy are. Or let me do this. There we go. Voila. Yeet. But let's go, closing in on 24K. We got like less than 100 subs to hit 24K, boys. So smash that sub button. That, do this. Next. Boom. All right. And over here, hello, sir. Be gone. Bing, bing. Our router got struck by lightning, bruh. Yeah, my power went out last night. Like, the breaker got tripped, but only the breaker from my room and my brother's room. So it was like, what the heck, man? I was like, I thought the whole power in the house was out, and I look under my door, and there's still light under the door. I'm like, are you trolling me? Ain't no way. Just to get alloy on an item roll on nucleus runs isn't good, but filling the RNG meter makes it easy to drop. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, we had a really bad thunderstorm last night. It was a bit annoying. Sugarcane milestone, it's at 43 right now. We just hit 43 like an hour ago. So we still got a ways to go. 3 milestones after we're done with potatoes. But that should take like 2 hours or so on average per milestone, since we're going to be grinding mosquitoes as we're doing it. Wish people would say Greg with an extra G for golden dragon egg. I mean, you could, but that's just more typing. You know? And that's not usually how people spell Greg. You ever experienced earthquake or tornado? I slept through an earthquake at one point, and I woke up and my mom said there was an earthquake, and I was like, oh, I didn't know. And tornadoes, I mean, we've had tornado warnings where we had to, like, you know, like, hide in the closet and stuff under a mattress and all that jazz. But, you know, never had one, like, actually hit the house or anything. Hopefully that never happens, Lord willing. But where does the R even come from? Dragon doesn't start with R. I mean, I think it's supposed to be like drag, but Greg, because it's golden. It's like G. And then R is the second, like G is the first letter of the first word. And R is the second letter of the second word. And then you just put egg on the end of it. You know? How'd you sleep through a little? Wasn't it loud? I mean, my mom woke up from it, but I sleep. When I sleep, I sleep. I'm out cold, man. So, I don't know. I just didn't hear it. It wasn't like, I mean, I guess it was loud and you could feel it, apparently. But it was like just one, like, and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, just quickly done. It's good. Alex, how you doing, bro? Greg for egg and Greg for the dragon pet itself. Fair enough. Using pest vest and brown bandana? Yes, sir. Live in California. There's a couple earthquakes I've been through. Oh, yeah. Isn't California like on a fault line or something? Like, in North Carolina, we don't get too many earthquakes. Like, we get one, like, every 10 years or something. When I sleep deep. Like, if I was in a nightclub, I wouldn't wake up. Crazy. Got back to SkyBlock in a year. Surprised I'm not that overwhelmed. Do you have any tips on what I should do to improve? I mean, let's see. In the last year, they revamped mining, so mining's a lot different now. Gemstone Gauntlet is trash. So if you have one of those, probably want to upgrade to a titanium drill. I mean, they got the new fishing update stuff, so that's a cool thing to try out. Also, they added rifts, or they added the mountaintop section to the rift, so if you haven't played through that yet, that's a good thing to try. But that's most of the stuff in the last year that got added. Farmed 150 mil today, been grinding Heart of the Mountains, 50 to 60k away from Heart of the Mountain 7. AGG, let's go. California has several fault lines. I live right next to one. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, let's go, Emma. GG. Alrighty, good luck. Good luck, good luck. Got that. Let's get this guy. This dude. Yo, he dropped some blocks. Very nice. So the fishing update reminded me I still need to drop a tiki mask. Oh, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yo, what's good, FGN? How you doing, bro? Hope you're having a good one. Let's see. Where was I? Over here. Dude. My router, bro. Is bro watching on data on his phone? Yeah, thankfully our power, like, the whole house flickered for a second, so we had to wait for the router to get reset, but we didn't have to wait for too long, thankfully. I have 200 mil. Should I grind Judgment Core from T4 or just make some money and buy it? I mean, I would try and grind it out and then spend the 200 mil on the other items you'll need for Terminator. Would be a good idea. Probably the strats. But anyways, we are closing in. 40 minutes left. I have all the items, just need the core. I mean, I'd still save it for enchants, because you're going to need to spend some money on upgrades, you know, like Power 7 alone is like 150 mil. So I would just grind it out, try and drop it, and then buy Power 7 and some other cool stuff for it. Room tour, I haven't seen any Sky creator do it till now. I already made one. It wasn't, it was probably a year ago now, honestly. It's been a while. I think I did it when we hit 10K subs. So yeah, it's been about a year. But my room hasn't really changed much. It's about the same as it was then, so. But yeah, I did make a room tour video a while back. When will people move to Twitch to watch? At least we have the channel points here. I mean, you also have all the ads, so. All the ads do be on Twitch. When would you recommend to break your preset farms to build the Melon King D farms? I mean, it doesn't have to be Melon King D farms because there's a lot of other farms that have been made in the last few years that are better than Melon King Ds, because Melon King Ds are slightly outdated for the most part. But really, as soon as you start farming, honestly, if you're planning on farming for, you know, at least 10 hours of a crop, like at any point, it doesn't have to be 10 hours straight, you know, but just if you're gonna farm more than 10 hours of a crop at any point in time, I'd go ahead and build the farm because it'll make it better. For sure. Yep, less than 100 subs from 24K. We're getting there. Pump out guys and hit 30K. I would like to make some guides. I do need to make some. I usually try and do it around updates now, though, because I don't want to make a guide and then they do an update and I have to remake it. Because, like, the last time I made a guide when there wasn't an update for it was when I did trophy fishing, and literally 2 weeks later they updated trophy fishing. So I'm just kind of having, like, PTSD of spending, you know, hours and hours researching for a guide, and then they update the game and make it irrelevant. That's kind of where I'm at. Publish your music. Yes, all the background music that you are hearing, I wrote myself. There's links in the description, or you can check it out by just looking up To Be Determined on whatever music store you listen on. What do you think of macros as a farmer? I don't know how many there are. What's your take/estimation? I think there's still quite a lot of them, but I would say there's at least, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say realistically because I don't go around visiting gardens and checking who macros and stuff. I think there's still probably at least 1,000, you know, at any given time, which is still, I mean, it's a lot, but like I'd say at least 1,000 per day, like 1,000 macros per day. But it's really the question of how hard the macroing, because some people will macro and like be sitting at their computer to check for macro checks, and then there's the people out here who like fully automate everything. But there's a lot of macros still, for sure. I don't think it's as bad as it was, though. I think it was worse when it was private island farming, because there was whole macroing empires. I think there's still a lot of macroers, but I think it was worse when it was private island. And before pests. I mean, now, like, when garden first got added, it was terrible. Like, there were a lot. Like, before pests got added to kind of make it its own substantial macro check, you know, it was really bad. But once Pest got added, it became a little bit easier on the admins to find them. Remember how you said that you can't beat a T5 Rev with no cheap gear? Yeah, I said as early game players are not going to be able to handle it with cheap gear. That is what I said, yes. Like, I handled it with no armor, sure, but I'm level 470 at the time or something when I did that. Like, level combat 20 players are not going to be able to handle it, you know, with super cheap gear. Yeah, feel free. What's up? Go crazy, man. Yeah, as long as there's like a link in the description, you know. Is Wheat good for money? It's decent, yeah. I think I've heard some people say it's like the second best. I don't know if that's true or not, but it made pretty good money when I was doing it, so I would think it'd still be good. But back when I was doing it was like, you know, tightly tight hay bales and stuff. All right, have a good one, DKs. Appreciate you. Like 60 plus levels right now, but I don't know what to do. I mean, if you're at 60, like 60 skyblock levels, there's, yeah, I mean, you can do mining. There's so much to do. You can do literally anything. That's the nice part about early games. You can do anything, and it's not really a bad decision. You know, there's things that make more money. There's things that are better for progression. You know, it's just kind of trying to figure out which one's best for you. But realistically, if you don't know what to do, just do something. It's better than doing nothing. Yeah, before PES, inflation was abysmal because of all the macroing. Are you using Slug? Is it better than Elephant or Mushroom Cow? So it's not better for Fortune, but it gives more pest spawns. So if you use it while you're trying to spawn pests, you get more pest spawns. And then I swapped the Hedgehog to kill the pests, so I get more Fortune while killing them. Excuse me. And it actually makes more money and gets you to crop milestones faster than if you were just doing regular farming with Mushroom Cow or Elephant. So many copyright music. It's crazy. I already have 2 strikes because of copyright. Yeah, it's a little bit abysmal. Managed to beat a T5 with gear that's worth around 70,000 coins. I don't even know why I did it. I'm too bored. Please send help. So you beat a T5 with gear that's around 70,000 coins. Did you take out all of your talismans? And again, you're combat 60. So like, sure, you're going to be able to do that. But I'm just saying that like people who are just now getting into Slayers are not going to be able to handle that. Like a level 100 player who's trying to do a T5 for the first time is not going to be able to do it in like with a zombie sword and like ender armor. Like they're not going to be able to do that. Like you can do that because you got crazy magical power, crazy pets, and combat 60. Even if you took all that stuff away, you still got combat 60, and that's a big deal. Still for so cheap at my level, I mean, doing it Elden Ring style for real. What do I do after getting Fermento? Keep farming, pretty much. Farm for money. It's the strats. You have Pest Hunter equipment or Lotus? I'm using Pest Hunter with Pest Vest. But I have both. You know, I got Green Thumb 5 Lotus equipment too. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do the necklace or the cloak or whatever. The Lotus cloak. I might not have done. I can't remember. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, my Lotus equipment is maxed. If I remember right. I might have swapped it to Squeaky instead of Rooted. Maybe. But it's in my museum now. So I can go check it later. Because we're going to put this potato hoe in the museum when we're done with it. It's already soulbound. We're just putting it in there so it's not in my backpacks or anything. Because I'm not going to be using it. Fair thinking about it, you can probably beat a T5 on a Combat 25 profile with like 3 million gear. We're not including Godpot in the costs. I mean... I don't know. Combat 25. I mean, at that point, it's not going to be about... Like, with damage, yes. But you're probably not going to survive. With that kind of gear. Would be the problem. Like, you can probably deal enough damage with that gear, but... At that point, you got to think about survivability. More than just damage. Which version / client are you? I got the texture pack from the description. I am on Badline on 1.8.9. But you can use it on anything on 1.8.9. But yeah, it won't work on like 1.21 or whatever. So whenever the game updates to 1.21, I guess we'll have to get a new texture pack and stuff. That'll be interesting. I'm on 1.21. Ah, that makes sense. Boom. Boom, boom. Garbage. Chat, it's been like 5 minutes since I got an overgrown grass. What's going on? How many visitors is it? I've got like, here. Lotus. Got 11.4 thousand. So I'm chilling. We are big chilling. But Lotus maxes out at 5,000. 10,000 is for Skyblock XP, but Lotus maxes out at 5,000. I think. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Or is it, maybe it's vice versa. I think it's 10,000 for max XP. Download your BLC profile? Yes. If you're on BLC, just hit right shift, go to profiles, search, and look up 2B. And there it is, 2B Skyblock right here. So just download that one and use that. Only like 15,000, 20,000 effective health, I think. How much do I have right now in farming gear? 27,000. I get a little bit of health. Just a little bit. Maybe. Maybe. But they're also not going to have the 50% natural healing from Rev T8. Which I guess if they're using wand, whatever wand you get at 2.7, it'll probably be alright. I don't know, man. It is a bit iffy. So when I was starting that new profile on Iron Man, I was using like Squire gear and a zombie sword, killing T3s, or barely able to kill T2s. But I don't know. Didn't even take damage except for the TNTs. Well, you take AoE, but you don't realize it. Because you've got, yeah, I mean, you got good effective health. But I don't know how hard it is to get 20,000 effective health at lower levels. Because you're not going to have all the mining levels. You're not going to have all the fishing and farming levels for the extra health and stuff. Like, we're missing out on a lot. Good Jace, add 1,000 magic power, which is better? Final Destination melee with sharpness 7 and interslayer 7, or RCM, Aurora, magic power, and vitality? Or mana pool and vitality, I mean. It should still be melee, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, if you had Crimson, the melee would definitely be better. But if you have Burning Aurora, you might be alright. Should be easily able to do it from Wand of Mending and Orb. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know. I wish on Alpha they would let you, like, they should give, like, test profiles. Like, let you choose, like, between different profiles at different levels. So if you're, you know, on level 100 on the main server, you can try out a max level profile. Or if you're a max level profile and you want to try out a lower level profile, you can do that. Like, that would be cool. Just pick a character at the start that's a different level. Make it easier to test things at different stages. As long as you can do 35,000 damage a hit and don't lose health, you can beat a T5. Okay. 35k. Dang. That's kind of crazy. But you got to be careful with getting hit by TNTs, too. Because if you get hit by TNT, he just recovers like 1,000,000 health, right? So that would be a bit of a deal. Think Inferno minions are worth it for money? Not really. I just dropped my first Apex yesterday. After 11,000 collection. Which is a lot of money. Plus, not to mention that to get the T10/T11, that's like, T10s are like 500 mil. T11s are like 1 billion. So it's like the difference, I mean, a T10, 500 million coins. Like, that is a crazy amount of money. It's a lot of investment, and those minions are never going to make that investment back. It's just not going to happen. At least not for a long, long time. Will be like 5 years before they make that investment back. Oh. He gets healing if you don't hit him for a bit, and some passive healing. And for the latest version of Essential won't let me launch the game if... Ooh. Yeah, I haven't played with Essential in a while. Wacky. Very wacky. We're almost there, chat. We got like 25 minutes left. Also, I have a baker that I need to go handle. Gotta take him down. Going back to mine to get Peridot. This is the way. Fellsword's so OP. Oh, yeah, I guess you're using Fellsword. That could go crazy. Let's not talk about requirements. So that's how we're doing it. Ignore the requirements. This is the meta. I see how it is. Is good Walkie just set up max sheep minion setup 3 months ago, planning on coming back at next derpy cycle, and we'll have around 2 bill to spend it on. I don't know what to spend it on or enjoy combat, and will not farm, fish, or forage for the life of me. Kudra, dungeons for Withered and Ancient, mining, I have 655 and full max Devon. Sheep minions are kinda... Sheep minions are good. I don't know, like, if you're saying they're gonna have made that much in 3 months, if you have a bunch of money already to spend, then, like, if you already have, like, 1.5 billion, they might have made 500 mil in that time, but they've done a lot of minion changes in the last little bit, so I don't know if they're gonna be that good. But anyways, with a lot of money to spend on, I mean, enjoy combat and will not farm, fish, or forage. I mean, you know, you can do Slayers. Hopefully, we're going to have a Slayer update in the next little bit. So, but next derpy cycle, that's going to be, yeah, so that'll be 3 months. So yeah, so then you'll have 6 months worth of minion money. That'll be a little bit of coinage. But yeah, sheep prices have gone down a lot because everybody started using sheep minions, so now they're not that great. But if you got a bunch of money to spend on stuff, probably Slayers, I mean, Dungeons, Kudra, all of them. They're all good. It's just whatever you want to do, really. Try everything out a little bit and see what you like, and then throw some money at it. In the Slayer update, is there a new Slayer? We don't really know. We know there's going to be new Slayer bosses and new Slayer levels. But we don't know if the Slayer bosses are T5s of current Slayers or if they're adding a new Slayer. And they're probably adding level 10s to... But the idea that everyone has is they're adding T5s of all the current bosses and level 10s to all the current Slayers. That's what everybody thinks. I think that makes the most sense because they don't usually add a new Slayer unless they're adding a new island. You know? So, because like when they added E-Man Slayer, they added a whole new section to E-Man, or to the end, to be able to do. And then when they added Blaze Slayer, it was because they added the Crimson Isle, so... It's doubtful that they're adding a whole new Slayer unless they're adding like a section onto an already existing island. They're going to go back up because prices are going down. People want to get something more profitable, right? People would, yeah, but most people already invested all their money into sheep minions. And so then it's, they don't want to reinvest that into something else just to see it go down. So a lot of people went to sheep minions and a lot of people are staying on sheep minions. So... It's doubtful that it may go back up, but it's not going to go back up to what it was at the very least. It still took a very large hit, and it will never recover, I don't think. Hit a mil Mithril. I'm going to try to do 100k each day to get to 2 mil. Yo. GG. Yo, we got some sugarcane off that. Nice. Like, where is this guy? There he is. I'm cooked. Might be cooked. Might be a little cooked. I mean, it's still going to make money. Don't get me wrong, it's just not going to be nearly as good as it was. Slime Minions still good? Slime Minions are still decent, yeah. The thing about Slime Minions is they were so far above everything that even with that nerf, they're still, like, pretty close to top of the pack, at least. As far as sold to NPC, they're still like auto-selling to NPC, like leaving them alone and not coming back, slime minions are still really high, I would say. Really high on the list. Boom. Voila. I just wanted Terra to have something worth grinding for. Fair enough. Yeah, I think they'll probably do something similar to like they did with Reaper Orb, where you need, you know, like 8 Scythe Blades to make a talisman. I think they'll probably do something like that with Digested Mosquitoes. But we will have to see. We will have to see. Alright, we got to spray one more time. And then once that's up, we're done. We're going to be max on potatoes, chat. That's crazy. I've been farming so much the last like 2 weeks. Started this grind when Derpy got elected. And it's been like 1 week since then. And we've done a lot of work. A lot of work. I think when we started, we needed 24, 25 XP from Garden. And once we're done with this, we'll only need 3. Such a grind, dude. Gotta respect the grind, indeed. Fell Sword had no bonus damage, so damage will be easy to get. Gotcha. Heard that if I sell Flycatchers and do Berberis and Super Compactor 3, the mutton sells for a ton as long as it doesn't become cooked enchanted. And sell Plasma Buckets as well. Yeah, but if you've left it alone for 6 months, it's going to become cooked enchanted. Like, if you left it alone for that long, that's what's going to happen. So, that'll be the issue. The thing about sheep minions, for sheep minions to be good, you got to get on every day and claim them. So if you're not getting on every day to claim them, then they're not very good. And even then, they're not great now. But like, let's see. I've left my sheep minion for like a week. I haven't claimed him since Derpy. So maybe more like, yeah, I think it's been about a week now since I claimed this guy. So we've got 500k. It's not too bad. Which I don't think I claimed that. And then we've got, what was that in here? It was like 4 of these, right? I think it was half of these. So, I mean, in about a week, he's made, if it was 4 of these, you know, it's 500k there. They probably make about 600k a week if you don't claim them, which isn't terrible. But, you know, if you are claiming them, you're getting all this, that's 100k right there. So that makes it a lot better. So on Enchanted Hopper and Corrupt with Flycatcher, Plasma, and Mithril Infusion. But I can still switch, right? Enchanted Hopper and Corrupt. So Corrupt with Flycatcher, I mean, it's not going to make Enchanted at all. It's just going to sell straight to NPC. Which is going to be not ideal, right? How much would this much be to NPC? One of these to NPC is 128k, which is still better than it was to Bazaar. I should have sold those to NPC. So it's still the same as it getting turned into super enchanted, basically, though. Best crop to farm for money is melons. Melons is number 1. Didn't even use Handy Blood Chalice. Thought I was using it the whole time and playing it off with the whole time, bruh. Titanoboa is hotspot. You can check with Bestiary. I think Titanoboa is backwater, yeah. So it doesn't have to be in a hotspot, I don't think. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's just backwater. So it doesn't have to be a hotspot. But yeah, I mean, the Mithril Infusion will make it a bit more for sure. But it's not going to be too crazy. Stay hydrated, boys. It's good seeing. I'm doing good. How are you doing today, bro? We're almost done. Which I didn't spray. I'm trolling. Trolling. Oh, I'm out of compost. Still trolling. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy this. And fill these up while we're here. Boom. And boom. Rest goes in here. And then we spray. It's wild alpha. Crazy, man. Got E-Man 5, Juju go Burr. Hey, let's go, dude. GG. Do that. Do this. And do this. Alrighty. What else we got? Right there. Trash. Grab these. Boom. Okay. And we should be good. Alright, fellas. Almost there. It's not a threat, it's a promise. That's crazy. The Juju setup and what can I do with it? Juju, at least Shadow Assassin. That is the Juju non-gear. And you can do Dugans a lot easier. Is the main thing. It makes your dungeon runs a lot faster because you're killing everything a lot faster for the most part. Unless you were mage. Then you don't really need it. But for all the other classes, it's good for that. Also, I mean, you can leech dragons. You know. That's also helpful. But main thing people use it for is to get into F7. And you can run some F7s. Maybe get some RNG from that. And then eventually upgrade to Terminator. So the strats. Yo, what's good, Hank? It's been a little bit. I've been here in weeks. Is potatoes last one? Now we still got sugarcane after this. But we only got like 6 hours sugarcane. It won't be too much. Say you would make one more short one's coming out today. Yes, it should be tomorrow. Should be tomorrow is the plan. Might be Sunday, but it will be out. I just got to do one today for somebody else's profile who also didn't get reviewed in 5 months. And then I got to do your profile review, and then I've got 2 other people's profile reviews. Is the plan right now. Necron plus 470 magic power, good enough. I would try to get to 500, but yeah, that's good enough gear. Potatoes make good money. I mean, they're decent. I'm making like 15 mil an hour right now. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Got my first term after dropping Alloy at 11 runs. Pick Duplex because of versatility. Good choice. You don't really want Duplex at the start. Duplex is good for T5 Kudra. Well, I guess T3 and above Kudra. And M7 if you're Burrs or Arch. Everywhere else you should be using Soul Eater. Good Spinnerman, still do profile reviews. Yep, we're going to be doing some tomorrow, is the plan. Used to use Juju for Blaze Puzzle. Way harder to fail with one arrow. Yeah, I mean, now it's not too bad, because piercing doesn't work, I think, right? Can't remember. I do T5? Okay, yeah. Then Duplex term is good. That is the strats. Do this. Forget how easily I make money with mining. Yeah, mining goes crazy, dude. It do go kind of crazy. Alrighty. So in the time it takes me to grind, in 3 hours basically, I get half of a sugarcane milestone simply from mosquitoes. So in theory, I should get done with everything in 6 hours. With sugarcane, I should be done within 6 hours, maybe 5. What makes mining worth? I spent 500 mil and nothing in return. Have you done your powder grinding? Smile. Went in, got Umber Mineshaft, already 7 mil up, bro was cooking. Can do that in one stream? I could do that in one stream. Normally I would do that tomorrow, but tomorrow's profile reviews. So I might end up just doing it off stream, Loki. I don't know. Maybe we do might do a night stream tonight. Or maybe we do a morning stream tomorrow and then profile reviews in the afternoon. I don't know. Say butter dog, the dog with the butter on it. That what we're talking about? How many hot potato books could you make? Oh, goodness. Recipe hot potato books. I think 4,000. Yep, 4,702. You can make quite a few hot potato books. Just a couple. M7 soon. I should be doing M7 during the next mayor. That is the plan. Be running tank during the next mayor. And then probably the next 2 mayors after that. And then we'll take a break, do some Kudras. And then we'll come back and continue the Burrs grind. We'll be starting then. It's good. Tao, have any plans on giveaways of subs? I do not. The Hypixel admins have kind of said that giveaways are pretty much not allowed. So, especially when it comes to doing them on YouTube and Discord and stuff. They don't want you promoting yourself with giveaways. If you're just doing it like in game, then it's one thing, but promoting a service with giveaways is not allowed anymore. So I can't really do that. Farming takes too long to max. It does take a while. It does take a while. Can't wait for you to get YouTube ranked. That would be pretty epic. So if y'all haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. We're 6,000 subs away from YouTube rank. So we got to get there. I got suspended for 24 hours on Siege because their servers suck. Brother, what? Did you get, like, accused of hacking or for being AFK or what? Dang. Discord is okay or not there also? Not there also. That is still one of my socials. So they don't want you promoting giveaways on socials. Is the Inferno ult enchant even useful? It seems good, but I've never seen anyone using it. I think people used to use it for E-Man, but yeah, I don't really see it get used anymore. Dang. Bro has the goated T5 Kudra setup. Yeah, I'll be looking for people. But yeah, I'm not gonna be doing Ren strats. So if you want to do Ren strats, go crazy, but I won't be doing it. Inferno got nerfed and became less DPS. Unlucky. Unlucky. Got DC during a ranked game, bruh. Pain. Yeah, YouTube rank will be a good day. That'll be a very cool day. It's wild alpha. Pre 9K gang, let's go. Call dibs on the Kudra invite. We will invite from guild first, per usual. Make a Kudra perm. I mean, I'm only gonna be doing 400 runs, so it's not like I need a ton. You know, I'll be doing 400 runs and then I'm done. It's gonna take like 2 weeks tops, so it's not really worth going too crazy on it. You know, pretty much. Sheesh. How to join guild? Exclamation guild in the chat. Pre 2K, now I feel old. Bro is an OG. Absolute legend. Made you think my skyblock level was 231? It was because... That's what I guessed? That is what I guessed. It was because your kata level was so high. So I assumed your skill levels were high. All members get guild access? No. That is not how that works. I'd be kicking people out of the guild every other week. For, because I give out 10 free memberships every month. Which farm is good for pre-made and garden? None of the pre-made farms are good. Like, none of them are good. You kind of got to rebuild no matter what crop you're doing. Do I need 2 terror sets, RCM and Term, or 1 terror and Aurora? I mean, most people would recommend 2 terror now. But, personally, I would recommend, like, meta right now is terror and Aurora, yes. But, or meta right now is 2 terror. But, you know, that's a whole another terror set that you're investing in, that once they make the foraging island changes and stuff, is going to be completely useless. So whereas if you're investing in a terror set and an aurora set, you're going to use that aurora set for something other than Kudra, you know. So might as well go for that, in my opinion. When I get back in 3 months, we should play T5. I'm probably not playing T5 after I'm done with these. Once I do these 400 runs, then I'm probably not running Kudra again. Probably. I don't know. We might do a couple streams here and there. Maybe we do a stream with Future at some point, but when Clover Mask / helmet, pass. Or they mentioned that they're going to delete attributes, something from the last year, not from 4 years ago. Is probably from 4 years ago. But I mean, they've talked about it a lot. Like, again, it's in the, what's it called? I made a video like a couple months ago talking about all the stuff we know about Forging Update. But, like, they said it's part of the Hunting Update ever how many years ago. And they've reiterated that they're still planning on releasing the Hunting Update with the Forging Update. When tell people the attributes will be gone after Forging Update, they're not going to be gone. They're just not going to be on armor. So attributes are still going to be, they're just going to be revamped, you know. If they had changed their mind about that, they would have told us about it. But they've reiterated that that's part of the Hunting Update, and the Hunting Update is part of Forging Update. And they've kept saying that they're still working on Hunting Update. So it's still happening, man. It's happening. They're like not deleting them. It's just not going to be on armor anymore. It's like going to be like consumables. So you know, when you eat the dark cacao truffles and stuff, like that gives you permanent stats. It's going to be like that. I would say just not talk about attributes till we know facts. I mean, the admins have said it, and they haven't said that it's not happening. So talked a lot, but not implemented everything. Yeah, but like that was a major point of the Hunting Update, and they literally made a whole post talking about why they hate the way the attribute system is right now. So I think that's getting changed. It's pretty safe to say. They like made a whole post dedicated to talking about how attributes are terrible at the moment and how they want to change it. So I would say it's pretty safe to say they're changing it. Why is that considered swearing? I mean, it's a swear word where I live. It's just how it is. Not really sure, because like attributes is like half the end game to max out the armor and stuff. Yeah, that's what they said they don't like about it. Because like you spend so long on progression for these little attribute things, and it's like impossible to max attributes. It takes so long to max a single attribute that it's impossible for Iron Man players to max out like every single attribute. And they want it to be possible for everybody to max out everything. So that's kind of the goal, is to make it so that like the game is already grindy enough. You don't need to spend so much time on Iron Man doing Kudra to max out your fishing gear, you know? There we go. Easy monies. Attribute shop accessible for Iron Man. I mean, they are going to make it so that you can like combine shards. Like if you have dupe shards of one type, then you're going to combine shards to make a new shard for a different attribute. So that'll be part of it. And Iron Man will have access to that, but it's not going to be like exactly an attribute shop. But if they change it, will attributes rise? It's hard to say, because a lot of the current attributes that we have in the game, like on armor and stuff, should be turned into shards, and then you'll be able to eat them or consume them, you know? But it would probably depend on the attributes, because they're going to be adding new attributes with it as well. Big part of it. I think foraging is going to be in 15 years. If it's that long, it's yikes. Yo, it's good, Williams. Their alpha stuff for foraging update or something? There was an alpha a couple days ago for 1.21. Like, it was a 1.21 version only. Alright, dude. Calm it down. Calm it down. But yeah, that was for foraging update, or probably for foraging update at least. But yeah, that was a while back. I mean, a while back. That was 3 days ago. But we don't know what was on it because it was closed for nerds and admins only. So, mayor guess, I'm hoping Diaz Paul, but it's probably not gonna be the case. We'll see though. That's the dream. But we got 2 days. Farming streams are the best. Appreciate it, Brett, English. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm combining all the words that I'm reading. I read Brett and X Smash. And I combined the words. But what's good, Smash? What is needed for gear-wise to do T3 Kudra? I made a video on it a couple months ago. But that was a couple months ago. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was probably like Burning Terror. Something, or... yeah. Because you do need Terror in like a Precursor helmet. Precursor mask. Precursor eye. Whatever it's called. Sorry, Brett. My fault, man. I can't read right now. Counts and Iron Mans will have a shop where attributes can be purchased. I don't think so, no. That's the whole hunting update is going to be adding to where you can get it from different things. Pronounced Breet. My fault, my fault. So you from? I'm from North Carolina. That's wild, Alpha. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Marina. I don't think there's any way Marina's getting elected. I'm gonna be honest. It's got to be Paul or Aatrox. People always vote for the combat ones. Always. Every single time. My bad. Clean Terror can be viable, but no precursor eyes needed. Just need term and tap or duplex machine gun, short bow and tap. You should be fine. Yeah, that's the option. Precursor eye do go crazy though. It's just cool. It's the only thing precursor eye is used for. So I don't want to take it away from it. Yeah, for the hits phase, yeah. It's good legend. Aatrox with Diaz would be good. Yeah, that's a good option too. Yo, legend with the W membership emblem. You'll love to see it. Badge. Membership badge. How do I manage to do the harp? If at first you don't succeed, try again. Pretty much. Less than 3 minutes. Real. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just keep trying harp. Harp is easy. Private Island harp is not easy. The regular harp is easy. Private Island harp is not easy. That is pain. I said it. Yep, I said it. 330 ping, it's a nightmare. Yeah, that sounds a little painful. So my badge, that is the 6-month member badge. Goes pretty crazy. Kind of annoying. It's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, I'd say Dance Room was worse for a lot of people. Dance Room wasn't bad for me. I liked Dance Room. I think T5 Vamp was harder than Dance Room, to be honest. Probably because I tried to do it too early, but still. Now you get people to help you out with it, and it's a lot easier, but... I haven't completed harp. There's this song I missed. This happened 8 times, and I rage quit. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the harp is probably the most rage-inducing thing in this game, to be honest. Why is Private Island harder? Because there's 2 extra songs that you can only do on Private Island, and they are very difficult. Well, the second to last one is very difficult. The last one's not too bad, but the first of the Private Island songs took me 5 hours straight to beat. It's pain. Very much pain. Milking content out of every XP. Real and true. We're getting desperate up in here. How do you one-tap Pest? I have 550 damage. I mean, I'm using Beady, which doesn't help, but I'm using Hedgehog. Hedgehog Pet. Deals double damage to pests. Goes crazy. Boom. Alright. Let's go. What if level 450 plus but 025 vamp comp? That is skill issue at that point. Pretty sure. Dance Room's way easier than Private Island Harp. Yeah, that one I did in 45 minutes, which wasn't too bad. Why do you use slug for farming? Because it spawns more pests. My slug has like 73 bonus pest chance. So it goes crazy. I imported waypoints from Minecraft and it shows me the lines to the next waypoint. Increase my rates by a lot. Let's go. What's the difference with Private Island and Park? Private Island Harp has 2 extra songs. It's got 2 extra songs and they're way harder than the regular ones. Good Joshy, how you doing, bro? Been so bored lately, got no motivation for anything. I need to add an update, man. Much more till max potatoes. We're at 99.9%. Wait for it. So we get to 100, I'm going to stop and we'll start recording real quick. Here it is. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally there. Potato 46. That is the max. Let's go. So that means we only have 1 crop left. And that is sugarcane. So this should be about 5 to 6 hours of sugarcane farming, which is going to take a little bit, but compared to all the other crops we've done, it's going to be one of the easier ones, I feel like. But let's just go ahead and grab these guys real quick before we go, because now we need to prepare. Because even though we don't have to do too much sugarcane farming, I figure we might as well go ahead and upgrade our stuff. But this potato hoe, we are retiring it, which actually, before we do that, I do have to take out all the gemstones. So let's go ahead and grab all these real quick. Boom. And then throw this guy in here. And I will now be using our Blessed Turing sugarcane hoe. And to help out with this, we are going to go ahead and throw on Dedication 4. Boom. Just like that. And unlock all the gemstone slots, which is going to cost a little bit. It's like 5 mil, not too much, a little over 5 mil. But now we go ahead and put all the perfect paradots in here, just like that. And this thing is ready to go. It's only cultivating 9 at the moment, but I'm honestly not going to get it to cultivating 10 before we're done with these, so it's fine. Well, let's go, chat. We got 1 more crop left. Which, let me just go ahead and set this up for how this is going to work. We are 10% to 472, by the way. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 07s to the potato hoe. 07s. All right, so let's see. How do I do this? 327 at 45-degree angle. Which would be like, what, right here? Right there. And then we do /set spawn. If we do this. And then, oh, whoops. Yeah, let's set this to 45. Boom. And then I need to, what was it? Set max speed. And what was it? 327? I think. Yes. All right. Go garden. And we go like this. Is that how this goes? Just like so. Good Maple, how you doing? Is this right? Just making sure. I think we're doing it right. You paid Jacobus 5 hours straight doing harp? Yep, that is true. I did pay Jacobus a lot of money. Alright, so I think we're doing it right. Just making sure. And yeah, our rates are going to go crazy, dude. It says it's only going to take us an hour and a half. And, oh, I'm using slug. Or I'm using hedgehog. It's only going to take us an hour and a half, and I'm only a third of the way done. So these crops should take 2 hours by themselves, and then if we're doing slug or doing pests on top of it, it should take like no time at all. Think forging is going to be in 15 years? I think it should be in the next 15 months, surely, right? Can't do the Harvard Private Island due to ping issues in Asia. Yeah, doing it in Asia is just impossible. But all right. This should be pretty easy. But I'm going to do most of this grind off camera. So we might end up doing another stream tonight. No promises. At the very least, I should be doing a Monster Hunter stream on Twitch. So if you guys are on YouTube and you haven't followed the Twitch, make sure to do that. There's a link in the description. Or you can do !Twitch. And we will, at the very least, be doing a stream on Twitch. Maybe we do a Monster Hunter stream at some point. But anywaysers, we are going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Because we have done a lot of grinding today. And we maxed potatoes. We hit our goal. Max potatoes. So we still got a little bit of sugarcane to do. But I'm going to do most of that off camera. And actually, perfect timing. Look at that. Right at the end of the stream. Look at that. Beautiful man's right there. Hello. He needs a crap ton of enchanted bread. Oh, goodness. Can I not get bread? Do I have to make that myself? Okay, I can. 2,048. Is that what it was? Hold up. Let me get rid of all these potatoes real quick. Which actually, we have a lot of money from those as well. I guess we can go ahead and sell those. Do these sell more to NPC, or if we made a sell offer, they'd sell for more? But let's just do it to let's do it here. Look at that. 5 mil per stack of these. That is crazy coinage right there. Sheesh. I don't know. How much are hot potato books? Is it worth the time it would take me to do that? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just sell to NPC. But yeah, we're going to sell all these. I'm going to do this Ravenous Rhino, and then hopefully we should be closing it. Oh, you're trolling me. I reached the NPC limit. Yikes. I guess we got to wait till tomorrow. We got to wait till tomorrow. All right, well, bread. How much bread can I get? 1,728. Can I even fit that much in my inventory? I don't know. 720. Let's do like 333, because why not? And that should do it. There it is. Dedication book. We're done. All right. So we're now up to 660 million coins. Still got a lot to sell. Is getting Cat of 50 worth for Ancient Reforge and Wither Reforge? Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure, for sure. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And God bless.